What is battle court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Goerri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Goerri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Goerri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A battle court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jai-Alai. Live from Jam Arena, tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and Renegades. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Spring 26 Battle Court season. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's contest between the Fireballs and Renegades. Getting right into it here with some Division II doubles action. That'll bring out Loo and Nicholas for the Fireballs. They will take on Goerri and Arta of the Renegades. Stu, how you doing?
Andrew, I'm well. Looking forward to getting started. And that begins with this serve right now by Loo.
Yeah, another big game day right here between the Renegades and Fireballs.
Here's a backhand. Caught by Nicholas. Backhand by Nicholas to the inside. Arta's there. Rebote forehand. To Arta. Came off the wall. Sharp angle. He made the play. Loo. Lower and harder. Goerri on the catch. Fine catch by Arta at the 9 line. Here's Nicholas. Rebote forehand. Crossing the wall at the 8 line. Backhand by Nicholas. Nicholas again on the left side. Big bounce. Brought down by Nicholas. Goerri back at the 8 line. Nicholas advances. Arta with the stop at the 10. Forehand rebote miss. First point of this match goes to the Renegades, Goerri and Arta.
Well, really a battle of the workhorses here in the backcourt. I mean, Nicholas has done it all season long, playing in Division 1 and 2. He's thrown more balls than anybody, over 1,400 attempts, and his catch rate is near 98%, which is first on the roster. You look at Arta here for the backcourt of the Renegades. Well, he's subbing in this match. Sorry, not subbing in this match, but will be subbing a little bit later for Ubia, who's been out. So Arta's had a heavy workload the last couple of days, and here he is, another one with 3 on the board.
Nicholas from deep in the backcourt. Fine catch off the wall by Arta. Rebote forehand by Loo. Caught. Costello, 2-all. Stopped by Loo on the outside. Carambola. Stopped before the second bounce by Goerri. Beautiful play. Nicholas, keep it alive. Lands in. Arta makes the grab. Karam. That score, such a played point by all 4 players. Goerri and Arta get the point. Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, he was as far to the outside of the court as you could possibly be, and about level with the cage, too. To throw a carom from that part of the court with Loo standing up in front of him, having already picked one off the net, that's a gutsy shot. But Arta's been executing them all season, mostly from the costado, but that one, a nice forehand.
Nicholas on the backhand. Arta from the 9. Goerri attacks, takes it in the air. Costello the pass. Nicholas on the rebote. Little clip. Goerri takes it in the air again. Goerri to pass. This one lands wide. 3 points for Goerri and Arta. Goerri serves.
Well, early on, Goerri putting so much pressure on these fireballs. And that's the concern for this fireballs team, right? When the opponents are aggressive and they're scoring and they're off to a big lead, how do they then put points on the board and try to get back into it? Loo, I mean, 40 kills this year. That's about 10th on the roster, but a majority of his kills have come in Division 5 and not up here in Division 2. Tough matchup against Goerri, the way he moves defensively, too. We'll see how he adjusts later on in this set.
Here's the backhand by Goerri. Goerri again from the costado. Nicholas advances, makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Arta at the 10. Rebote forehand by Loo to the outside. Arta takes it in the air. Nicholas now from the 8. To the corner it goes. Arta stops it on the left side. Nicholas in the corner now. Backhand. Nicholas again. This time from the 9. Arta on the catch. Goerri playing deep, powerful backhand. That goes wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Goerri behind him. Backhand. To Nicholas. Nicholas on the catch. Backhand now from the 9 line back to the inside. Goerri's there. Powerful forehand rebote caught in the air by Goerri. Goerri advances, takes it. Oh, went for it. Tip ball. First point for Loo and Nicholas. The fireballs, Loo has the serve.
And that's just a fortunate break for the fireballs. Goerri was setting up that point so well. Aggressive play up in the front, picking off when he could. Just passing, and finally he got Loo to kind of hook a rebote. It came right up the middle. He was attacking it, had it on the costado, had to have been thinking about the shot. Just didn't have the ball in the end.
There's the backhand. Lalou at the side wall. That's a tough catch. Rebote to the inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Arta. Nicholas behind the 10 line, reaches into the corner, comes out with the ball. Arta's there. Difficult catch at the last moment by Lalou. Rebote forehand by Lalou, back to the inside. Arta takes it off the wall behind the 9 line. Rebote. Rebote forehand. That kicks.
Watch this. Yeah.
Does not come out. 2 points for Lalou and Nicholas. Lalou has a serve.
It's just a subtle escape out of the basket when thrown by Lalou. That one a little bit tougher to read. Goerri's actually done a great job of adjusting to some of these jam bounces throughout the year. He's moved to the outside well, but that one just kind of floated in the air when it touched the ground. Just like that, 1 point deficit now for the Fireballs, right back in it.
Backhand to the inside. Nicholas on the catch. Rebote forehand. Nicholas calls for the ball, keeps it on the left side. Nicholas now from the 10, back to the corner. Arta at the wall makes the play. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Nicholas now from the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Clips the wall. Arta has it on the left side. Low runner. Scooped up by Nicholas. Off the wall.
Boy.
Nicholas makes the play. Rotate forehand by Lalou. Goerri in the backcourt. Backhand from the 8 line. Powerfully thrown. Nicholas makes a stop at the back wall. Nicholas to the inside. Arta's there. Rotate forehand.
Yeah, well done.
Inside placement will score for Goerri. 4 points for Goerri and Arta.
Well, it's a little deep to throw a drop shot, but when Goerri gets it on the costado, Lalou's first instinct is to protect the net, protect the outside. Nicholas has 2 thoughts. Number 1, he's got to look at the drop shot. Also, he's got to protect the back wall with the chick-chack and the chula. So he's kind of hanging a little deep, sensing that he may have to move up, but again, that one's just dead by about the middle of the service box. No chance he's going to get up there.
We saw it before. Goerri picked a couple and sent them back from the costado to pass.
Yeah. And also, Nicholas has been dealing with some injuries the last couple of game days. Don't know how healthy he is today. Seems to be moving well, but that's something to monitor, too, with the drop shots.
Big bounce, taken off the wall by Nicholas. Beautiful catch. Here's the rebote. Rebound off the back wall. Lalou, tip ball. 5 points for Goerri and Arta. possible. Set point.
You just hate to see a front quarter playing that deep and missing a ball, especially in front of Nicholas, the guy who's #1 on the roster. Tough break, 5-2. The Renegades up, looking to close out this opening set.
Backhand to the inside. Goerri. What a catch behind the 8 line. Beautiful play.
His catching near the side wall is amazing, and it's gotten much better from the start of the season.
Well, it's just so smooth. It has a pretty look to it. Here's a backhand. Arta on the catch. Now, some players are smoother than others. Some players more mechanical. Rebote save. That hits the front wall. Lalo moves in. Has it on the right. Low and hard. Goerri snags it on the left side.
That is insane, Stu. What a catch.
Powerful forehand. Goerri playing deep, tough catch off the side wall. Hard backhand. Nicholas is there. Arta in the corner. Difficult catch. Rotate forehand over the top inside. That's a great play by Lalo. Change things up.
Good backup by Arta.
Goerri for the high bounce. Nicholas takes it on the forehand. Sends it back. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Caught in the air by Nicholas. Rebote left side for the big bounce.
Kicking up right on the wall, and Nicholas still there. What a catch.
I mean, just from a technical standpoint of ball placement, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Reaching in, Goerri makes the catch. Costi up the middle. Nicholas read it perfect. Advanced, he passes. Too much for the chick-shack. Rebote coming out. Goerri sends this one flying.
What a rebote there.
Rebote to the inside. Arta's ready for it. Picks it up on the bounce. Rebote forehand by Lalo. Goerri at the 8. Backhand. Oh, what a catch by Nicholas. Goerri calling for it. That's on the wall. He'll make the save. Lalo steps up. Cortada. This one scores. 3 points for Lalo and Nicholas at the fireballs. So Goerri was able to stop the previous Cortada. But Lalo's got such a powerful right side.
Well, that's Lalo's go-to kill shot. I mean, his 19th Cortada kill this year, which is tied with Alex for first place on the roster. I mean, he likes the right side. He likes to keep it to the inside where there's not a ton of risk. And with his power, he just blasted it by Goerri.
Good hard serve by Lalo. Here's the backhand by Arta. Rotate forehand by Lalo, straight to the corner. Rotate forehand low and hard. Nicholas sets up, takes it on the bounce. Backhand. Caught by Arta behind the 8 line. He goes deep. Tough catch by Goerri. That was a hard throw. Nicholas behind the 10 line. Great play. Arta again. Backhand. Into the corner, out to the rebote Lalo from the forehand. Nicholas now from the 10 line. Back to the inside. High and hard to the back wall. Goerri on the rebote. Nicholas takes it on the bounce. Forehand to pass. Rebote's out. Goerri on the rebote. He makes the save. Nicholas again, this time from the 9. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Arta's there. You know, Andrew, it's just watching them all concentrating, front quarters primarily, on when to make the shot. You know, when do I have a shot? Is it off the rebote? Can I set this up? Beautiful catch by Nicholas.
Well, it's well stated, too, because the ball is so close to the sidewall pretty consistently, you just don't see many shots coming when they're making catches like this.
And the power game winds up paying off. Goerri went with the 2-all before. Where'd it go? To the forehand of Loo. One place you don't want it to be. That's a beautiful catch by Arta. Big backhand follows. Rebote forehand. Arta's there.
Big rebote.
There's the backhand. Caught by Arta.
It's right on it.
Rebote again. Goerri moves in, takes it on the bounce. Costello the pass. Rebote's coming out. Nicholas is on it. To the inside it goes. Arta's there. Backhand by Nicholas, keeps the point alive.
Tough one, right on the wall. Just made it.
Loo reaches in, makes the catch, drop shot. Just off the tip of Goerri's cesta. What a point. Still possible for Goerri and Arta. That's 4 points, though, for Loo and Nicholas. Look at this.
And again, even after all those throws, it's just one rebote that's tight to the sidewall. Goerri's got to flick it up there, can't get a bunch of power behind it. And then Loo makes him pay with a very well-thrown drop shot. I mean, he needed every bit of it. Now it's still dead just beyond the 2 line.
Let's see if Goerri decides to do anything with the serve.
Was 5-2, now 5-4. Loo serving. A fresh ball could get one back quick.
There's the backhand by Arta. Powerful throw. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Arta calls for it. Takes it on the bounce in the backcourt. Well played. Big backhand by Arta. Nicholas in the corner. Goerri, rebote, plays it high. Big bounce. What a big bounce. Brought down by Nicholas. Great focus. He will pass from the forehand. Goerri on the rebote. Makes the save. Nicholas calls for it. Backhand from the 8. Goerri calls. Arta off. Goerri makes the rebote. That kicks up. Catch by Nicholas. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We are at 5-5 in the first set. This is set point.
Oh, and a great comeback by the Fireballs. I mean, doing it primarily with their defense, which has gotten them that 4-2 record so far this year. I mean, Nicholas, the leader of this team, and what a guy to have as your number 1. I mean, one of the hardest workers in the sport. He will just stand back there all day long as he has to, and just make catch after catch. That's exactly the type of guy you want back there. And Loo, too. Good power here. Has tied it up at 5-5. All comes down to this.
Excellent catch. Big backhand. Loo follows it to the side wall. Arta now from the 9 line. At the side wall, Nicholas makes the play. Backhand. To the rebote. Rebote left side. Big bounce on the inside. Nicholas snags it at the 8. Rebote forehand. Goerri, tough play, makes the save. That's a hard rebote he throws. Lalou gets in there. Powerful, powerful backhand. Stopped by Arta. Goerri back at the 8, backhand. To the corner, Nicholas is there. Arta up high. Rebote forehand by Lalou, stopped by Goerri. Nicholas on the catch. Arta keeps on the left side, great catch. A hard backhand. Rebote not played. Point and set to Goerri and Arta. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set. What a comeback.
We're kind of picking up where we left off last night, Stu, with these 5-5 sets. I mean, last night it just felt like every match was coming down. It had at least one that was 5-5. So what was it yesterday? 3 matches in total came down to the last point of a third set yesterday. 2 of them were won by the Warriors, and then outside of that, there were, 3 or 4 more 5-5 sets, and another one to start off the day. Tremendous comeback, as you said, by the Fireballs, but in the end, the Renegades close it out 6-5. Let's take a look here at those standings, because we are in the last third, maybe even less than that now in this regular season. Last night, the Devils and Warriors played to a 3-3 tie, so the Devils move up to 5 points. The Fireballs move up to 5.5 into a 3-way tie with the Renegades and Fireballs. You see both of those teams there inside the playoffs for the moment. And also important to note that the Fireballs and Renegades will be playing each other one other time after tonight's game day, so still about 2 full game days left between the Fireballs, including this one tonight and one later in the regular season.
I just took a look at the calendar.
Yeah.
Because every now and then I wake up and do stuff like that. And the final's in 5 weeks.
Just 5 weeks, Stu. Hard to believe we got the playoffs in about a month. And we'll see who ends up making it there. You really don't know at this point of the season. And probably this is the only year where you really have no clue which one of the 6 teams is going to be outside of the playoffs. I mean, you see the Chargers up there. They were in first place, 2 clear of the next closest team, but still there's a couple game days left for other teams to move up, and the Chargers mathematically still could get eliminated.
Then there's that whole announcers competition. You know, with the
that
players voting
on
announcers for the final, and that's heating up too.
But we can get you those results maybe for tomorrow. We'll have to do some more research on that. We'll give you the slate here quickly. Coming up after this, we got Division 5 singles, CRB against Ben. Then Division 1 doubles, Arutia and Nicholas will take on Goerri and Arta. Arta subbing for Ubia there in Division 1. Then Division 4 doubles, CRB and Eicada will take on Gowanaga and Ben. Followed by Division 5 doubles with Loo Stan taking on Arta and Gallow. And then the finale tonight will be some singles, Division 2 between Arutia and Gowanaga.
We're ready to begin our second set. Lalou will have the serve for the Fireballs.
And one more thing about Arta here. Backcourt for the Renegades. Subbing multiple times since Ubia's been out with injury. In Division 1 doubles, they've been 3-2 without Ubia. In Division 3 doubles, they're 1-2 without Ubia. And in singles, Arta's 1-1. I mean, if the Renegades end up making the playoffs and end up going on a run, look no further than Arta here in the back, keeping them afloat while Ubia's been out. And this is a guy that plays down in Division 4. How many other 4s could come in for their third-ranked player, play in Division 1 and 3, and do it successfully? I don't know if there are many others, so give Arta a lot of credit. Ball for ball with Manu last time out when they played the Cyclones, and now ball for ball here with Nicholas in the back. It's just incredible.
Lalou serves. Second set has begun. Arta, backhand. Goerri on the right side with control. Cortada. Nicholas is there. Nicholas low to the inside. Arta reads it, takes it in the air. Rebote forehand. Goerri on the left side. That kicks. That rebote goes to the overhead screen, which is out of play. First point of the second set, Goerri and Arta of the Renegades.
Get it with a big rebote like that, you're going to get the ball escaping a little bit more. That one kicking up and out of play. Loo, 19th unforced error this year, 7th most on the roster. And a lot of these guys towards the top happen to be front quarters because there's a lot of risk with the shot making, and these rebotes too have been kicking up and out of play like that.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. I mean, the tough thing is that for you and I don't know how you feel about it, is that Lindsay's currently leading in the announcers competition. She only announced one day.
We might need a recount.
I'm telling you.
But she's popular. That's what we've been told, and maybe taking one of our seats soon. It's been fun, Stu. It really has.
Nice knowing you. There's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote coming out. Here's a backhand by Nicholas again. Stays on the inside. Arta from the 8 line. Rebote forehand. Oh, what a catch by Goerri. Rebote forehand. Goerri again, winding up.
Oh, Andres, I'm so sorry.
Ball drops low, 1-1.
Well, the camera is fine, but the throw was not. Wow, the camera's taking such a beating that they had to give it some reinforcement.
Well, wow. I was buying this double-sided sticky tape.
Okay.
But it's like, no, you could hang a car from the roof of a building with this tape. I went for industrial strength. I thought that would hold, and it didn't. They said, buy more.
Wow. Fortunate break again. It's just a shot attempt that goes into the pad by Goerri.
I mean, when you're getting calls from the CEO saying, what's up with all this tape? Here's a catch by Arta on the forehand. Loo powerfully from the left side. Looks so effortless with that power. Yeah. Nicholas now from the 7 line on the backhand. Arta powerfully plays it high to the back wall. Rebote forehand by Loo. Caught in the air by Goerri. Backhand by Nicholas. Here's Nicholas again. Arta takes that off the wall. Goerri playing deep, makes the catch. Powerful backhand, wall-to-wall from the left side. That one kicks up, takes off. Rebote coming out. Goerri follows it. Plays it safe up the middle. Here's Nicholas. Low and hard. Caught by Goerri. Did you see that last second adjustment that Goerri just made? That ball came off the sidewall wonky, and he just like leaned back. Perfect adjustment. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Second point for Goerri and Arta. Goerri serves.
Well, that's a really good example, Stu. Like Nicholas having to adjust right there. When it kicks off the side wall, it's not consistent. It depends how much spin that ball has. As it's crossing, it might come off sharply. It might stay more to the inside. And this is the catch that you're talking about. Little adjustment. See, he's backing up.
Right there.
Because you got to break the wrist as you're making the catch. And it's, I mean, as you said, it's like catching and trying to stop it on a 2x4. You got to be backing up, ease that catch into the basket, and it makes it a lot easier. But the process happens pretty quick for these top players, and they make it look very easy.
Nicholas up the wall. He comes down with the ball. The forehand to Arta. Here's backhand by Arta. Nicholas is there. Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand. There's a backhand by Goerri. Arta on the catch. Backhand again. Powerfully thrown. Rebote to the left side of Loo. That ball's cut off by Goerri. The Philo, wow.
Goodness.
What a shot by Goerri. 3 points for Goerri and Arta. Goerri serves.
Well, that was Goerri's go-to shot. The Philo, Costado straight to the outside. Took him a little while to adjust out here, but now he's risen to the top of Philo kills. He's got 10 of his 23 attempts and make it 11 after that one. Just makes a catch, no hesitation. Hard to the outside, and when it touches the floor, it works away from Loo too. So even tougher to get to the ball before it's in the net.
There's the backhand by Nicholas. Arta on the catch. Rotate forehand saved by Loo. Goerri has it. He winds up. Drop shot. Loo gets in there.
Oh.
His Philo scores. 2 points for Loo and Nicholas. Loo serves. Loo says, I can do that too.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're going to see Goerri go for many more drop shots. He's already given up one into the pad, and now this one just gets snatched up by Loo, and look at this. Straight outside. No chance. I mean, you can barely see the ball. But now that the fireballs are kind of on this drop shot and Loo's moving inside and Nicholas is moving up on it, look for Goerri to try to pass now and counter where he can score easily and without any risk.
Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand. Arta again. Backhand from the 8. Nicholas now from the 8 line. This ball's inside, going to the corner. Arta stops it. Rebote to the left side of Goerri. The inside. Goerri makes the catch in the air at the 10 line. Nicholas at the wall, also at the 10, backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Rebote for Goerri. Bigger bounce. Nicholas will take that, send it back. Loo at the side wall. Arta up the middle. Rebote for Loo, played from the left side. Goerri moves up, takes it in the air. Powers this backhand, and a beautiful catch is made again by Nicholas.
Barely got to it.
Nicholas with a hop. Here's the backhand. Arta off the wall, left side. Loo moves in.
Oh, he got it.
The drop shot scores. They're all tied up at 3-3. Loo will serve. My.
Well, all these shots from Loo have been inside placement because when he gets it up here, again, on the costado, Goerri's going out to the net. Arta's hanging pretty deep back there, and Goerri, he can't cover both. I mean, this court's just too wide, even with his foot speed.
No, absolutely.
And that was dead by the 2 line. I mean, it was a perfect drop shot.
Beautifully thrown by Loo.
At that point, you're just hoping that they don't execute it quite like that, but there's no chance. And again, Fireballs down in the first set, tied it up. Here they are. Now 3-3.
That is one of the requirements for professional highlight players. That's the first question on the exam. Can you tie your shoes? No. Okay. Let's go proceed to the next question.
That's a good start. On the flip side, is that a requirement for the judge? They have to be an expert, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good. See, I was going to save that for the next break, but taking all my material. Thanks. What a catch
It's a light
by
day, Stu. I'm sorry.
Nicholas. Nicholas, fine catch behind the 10 line. Big backhand follows. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote 4 goes Sherry. Nicholas takes that on the bounce at the 7. Rebote forehand by Lalou. What a catch by Goerri.
Ooh, that got way up there.
Backhand by Nicholas. Lalou powerfully from the left side, taken in the air by Arta. Arta takes that off the wall. Difficult catch. Goerri from the Costalo, getting that big bounce. Nicholas stops it. Nicholas back to the 10, backhand. Arta advances, makes a low catch, sends it back from the left side. Nicholas now from the back wall. Rebote. Forehand by Lalou. That stayed. That kicks outside. A wonky bounce. What a save by Goerri. He read that perfectly. Nicholas advances, makes the catch. Arta has this on the forehand.
Great recovery by Nicholas. Wow.
Yeah, no, Goerri's ability to get to that ball, he was not sure. I mean, no one was sure where it was going to wind up. His ability to make that play was fantastic.
Yeah. He almost scored on it, too, if it wasn't for Nicholas's great defense.
Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 9. High to the back wall. Rebote forehand. Goerri makes the catch. That does not pass Nicholas. Nicholas from the forehand. Powerful backhand by Arta.
Oh, what a catch.
Backhand goes into the overhead screen, which is out of play. Lalou and Nicholas with 4 points. Lalou will serve.
Okay, so Goerri had a couple opportunities there, one from the costado, and it seemed like he threw it right to Nicholas. When you're throwing that costado and you go high and you're trying to pass and get kind of the chick-jack where it hits off the back wall and just drops straight into the floor, you can't overthrow it. You have to touch the floor before that ball hits the back wall, which is why you see sometimes the opposing backcourter does make the catch in the air. If Goerri wants to throw it and pass Nicholas, he can pass from the costado at any point. But you got to get that ball over Nicholas's head and to touch the floor. There's about 10, 15 feet of space there, which he just didn't find that time. And the fireballs made him pay.
You're absolutely right.
And look at Ubia. Good to see Ubia back out there.
That's part of his PT.
He's getting some good stretches in. And he's not done.
Well, you want to make sure that any wet spots on the court. I mean, we saw it. Who lost their footing? This was recent.
There was Douglas and Arutia
Douglas
yesterday, right? That was
yeah.
that point.
Douglas lost his footing. These wet spots can be really, really, I mean, just dangerous.
Renegades hoping to get Ubia back soon. You see, getting a light jog in there.
Play will continue. Lalou has the serve. Fireballs lead 4-3. Robote coming out.
Oh boy, what a grab.
Goerri keeps that. Backhand from the 9. Nicholas calls for the ball. Backhand from the 8. Arta takes that in the air. Robote forehand. Goerri on the catch. Drop shot. Stays inside and scores. That was beautifully executed by Goerri. 4-4 is the score here in the second set. Goerri serves.
Well thrown this time. He's got to shoot it from deep because Nicholas needs to start deep in the backcourt to drop this one in. And again, more of an inside placement where that one ends up, but such a long run for both fireballs that he found the space perfectly. Ties it up 4-4. Nice ball coming out.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. It's the first time that we've seen Nicholas reach for that knee. When I saw him in the back, it wasn't knee so much as like the area just above that knee. Nicholas advances to make the catch. Hard backhand follows. Arta takes it in the air. Loo calls for the rebote. Plays it to the inside. Goerri has it. Fires it outside. Loo stops it.
That's a great stop.
Drop shot. Cuts back to the inside and scores. 5 points for Goerri and Arta. This is possible. Set and possible match point.
So few opportunities in this match, and Loo doesn't get a lot on the rebote. Goerri goes straight outside. This is a fabulous stop by Loo. I mean, that's all he could do was keep the ball in play, and then you think something's coming back to you, and with Nicholas hanging deep, the drop shot's coming. And now for the record, since I said he wasn't going to throw any more drop shots, that's 2 that he scored successfully. Nice job, Goerri. He's so skilled.
That's why Lindsay's in the lead for announcer. Rebote.
Starting to add up.
Oh, what a catch by Nicholas. Here's a backhand by Arta. Nicholas again. Throws it deep. Arta's there. That ball skipping along the side wall. Great catch by Nicholas. Back to the inside. Arta on the catch. Backhand. Loo playing deep. Low hard backhand. Tipped.
Wow.
By Goerri. We're at 5-5 in the second set. So, if Loo and Nicholas win this point, we will move on to a third and decisive set. If Goerri and Arta win this point, we are done.
That's simply one of the first catches that Goerri has missed throughout this match. I mean, he's reaching back. It's kind of blind over his head, but still, anything that's in his catch radius, you expect Goerri to bring in. 1 point again here to keep the fireballs alive.
Backhand. There's a catch by Loo. Ball tipped. We're going to a third set. Wow.
Third set coming up here in our opening match of the game day. And again, just power blasting it hard to the inside. And just Goerri just doesn't know exactly where that ball's going to be.
5-5, 5-5. Wow.
So a chance for a 33-point match. You know, there's not many cases where you get split sets in 6-5 in both, but this is one of the few in Division II with a huge game day between the Fireballs and Renegades. Again, coming up next, there'll be some singles, Division 5 between CRB and Ben. And then Division I doubles will follow, and we'll get this same Goerri and Arta team coming right back out. And again, in that set, you know, You think about the Renegades playing a man down here, and you wouldn't know it with Arta in the backcourt. I mean, again, just awesome play consistently from Arta, doing everything he can to keep his team in it. And look, Goerri had a few opportunities to kill the point there that didn't quite go their way. A couple in the pad, a few drop shots that were stopped by Loo, and then a few unforced errors late. I mean, just not typically what we see from that Renegade side, and particularly Goerri up in the front. But credit the Fireballs with their power, and Loo, that right side, leading them to victory. Flipping back over to the Renegade side of the cage. You know, Goerri, no one else you'd rather have out there right now if you're the Renegades than Goerri, the leader of the team. He's led them to 3 championships. And how Goerri's adjusted to this court has been phenomenal. I mean, the first couple matches, he looked a little bit lost, as did everybody, but now he's kind of back to that old form. We'll see if he takes over even a little bit more in this second set. Maybe
I mean, even you and I had a difficult time finding the announcer's booth.
Well, with some of these curtains back here, you don't know where you're walking into.
Everyone was lost. On the court, behind the court.
And you can see, you know, 3-3 here with Arta. Not all too bad, but 3-3 also means that Goerri and Arta will be playing every game day from now till the end of the regular season. So this is a team that the Renegades are going to rely on if they want to get back into the playoffs and into some good seeding positions. And just a huge match on this game day. I mean, you look at it, this was probably one of the more even matchups just on the board. Here we are. Dead even on aggregate score through the first 2 sets, and a third set will decide it. Loo ready to go. Goerri's got the serve. Third set, ready to begin.
Some confusion about whether Goerri picked up the ball, but he did, the correct ball. Goerri serves. The final set has begun. Backhand by Nicholas, powerfully thrown. Arta's there up high on the left side. Nicholas now from the 9 line. Into the corner, out to the rebote. Goerri's on it. Tough play by Nicholas with a hop. That could not have felt good. Goerri for the rebote. Loo gets in there, makes a fine save. Arta on the catch. Powerful backhand.
Didn't like the way Nicholas was charging for that drop shot. That was a little different than how he was moving before. That is something to monitor.
Goerri. Powerful backhand to the left side of Nicholas. Nicholas. Goerri again. Playing deep. Keeps it deep. Rebote. Rebote forehand. High and hard. Goerri has it. Backhand. Nicholas on the back wall. Lifts it high. Arta, tremendous catch at the 10 line. Nicholas on the backhand. Arta's there. Arta from the forehand. Loo, powerfully from the left side. Arta's there. Arta up high. That clears. Rebote forehand. Caught in the air by Goerri. Goerri drop shot to the inside. Loo's on it. Drop shot to the inside. Scores on the second bounce. The Fireballs are on the board first in the third and decisive set. Loo serves.
I'll credit Loo there. I mean, he knew that he was probably going to have to compensate for Nicholas. I mean, look at how deep he is on this drop shot. But again, he's not moving too far to the outside. He's waiting for Goerri to commit to the shot, which is a little dangerous. But if he's been throwing a majority drop shots, that's okay, and you can get away with it.
He's been throwing them well.
Gets up there, and Goerri obviously frustrated.
He throws pretty hard on that left side, huh?
I mean, 3 shots on the drop shot from the start of the second set that just haven't worked. You know, Goerri's up there in terms of unforced errors and out of play, and that one doesn't count, but another one, the fireball's put up on the board.
Goerri has the ball from the Costello, sends it back, trying to pass, cut off by Nicholas.
What a great catch.
Arta takes it off the wall. To the corner, out from the rebote. Lalou is there. Goerri from the 8. Arta now from the 8 line to the inside. Caught deep by Nicholas. Nicholas calls for it. Backhand from the 8 line. Goerri at the side wall makes the stop. Powerful backhand by Arta. Rebote. Rebote outside placement of the forehand rebote by Lalou will score. 2 points for Lalou and Nicholas. Lalou serves. A little something different.
Well, absolutely right. I mean, and surprised that it kind of took this long, but for the fireballs, there's no reason to open it up. If a front quarter's playing so aggressively like Goerri, the way to counter is shots off the rebote. Goerri's looking to get inside whenever that ball hits off the back wall, and Lalou's turning the rebote.
That was
makes
a
a
very
shot off of
thoughtful
that
play.
one, and
Yeah.
Goerri was, 10 feet from it as it flew and landed in.
Arta on the backhand to the inside. Nicholas takes it in the air, backhand. Archer from the 8. Lalou calls for the rebote. Forehand rebote. Caught by Goerri. Goerri winds up. Costello 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Lalou. Carom by Lalou on the return. Scores. 3 points for Lalou and Nicholas. Lalou serves. Another thoughtful play.
And most of Lalou's offense has come from his great defense, which is set up these throws. Again, another one. He picks it off the net, which allows him and gives him in a good position to throw the carom from the outside. A couple of drop shots that he's stepped up to and made the catch and then killed it on the next throw. I mean, those are the type of plays that Lalou needs to make, and finally starting to kill it with some consistency in this level, which is dangerous for some other teams.
Low hard backhand by Arta is caught by Nicholas. Arta's there again. Backhand to the inside. Nicholas up high. Backhand from the 9. Arta has this one on the forehand from deep in the backcourt. Plays it high. Lalou takes it on the backhand. High and hard from Arta. Rebote coming out. Lalou, forehand rebote. Does not pass Goerri. Nicholas now plays it deep. Rebote left side by Goerri for the bounce. Clean miss in the front. Nicholas takes it in the back. Arta reaching in with a tremendous catch in the corner. Here's Nicholas. Nicholas from the 10 line, backhand. Arta from the right side. Nicholas calls for it, makes the catch. Rotate forehand. Arta has it on the left side. Big backhand follows. Powerful forehand rotate. Caught by Goerri. Goerri drops to the inside. Lalou is there. Lalou powerfully. Scoop by Arta. Drop shot. Catch by Lalou. Drop shot. Scores on the second bounce. 4 points for Lalou and Nicholas. Lalou has a serve. A little surprised at that one. One, it was thrown really well. It's a bold choice of shots with Goerri in the vicinity.
Well, contact with the sidewall
Yeah.
as he was throwing it too, which kills a lot of the speed. Surprising shot from Arta there in the back. I mean, he has scored one. It was a carom early in the first set, but Loo's just been everywhere today. His defense has been probably the best maybe of any match in his battle court career, and then adding some offense too afterwards. This has been a complete performance.
I have to agree. This is the best that we've seen Loo play. Here's a backhand by Arta. Rebote coming out. Arta makes the catch. Backhand from the 8. Nicholas is there. Arta again. Rebote forehand to the outside. Too much. That took off. It hit the overhead screen. There'll be no shutout in the third set. Goerri and Arta have a point. Goerri has a serve. Watch out for the comeback now. I mean, 1 point for Loo and Nicholas to go to 5.
Right, but despite all the misses and all the uncharacteristic play from the Renegades, they still have number 20 on their side, and he's been known for a comeback or two throughout his career. And some significant comebacks at that.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Well, that was different.
Certainly testing him.
First time I ever heard that was on this court, actually. Player threw a drop shot from way in the backcourt. I said, what was that? Because it missed the front wall by about 2 feet. What, something different? Okay. Catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Goerri with a hop. Makes the catch. Nicholas from deep in the backcourt. High and inside. Tough play by Arta. Forehand rebote. Loo makes the catch. Powerful backhand to the left side of Arta. Nicholas has it on the forehand. Right side. Caught by Goerri. Goerri on the left side of the inside. Nicholas is there. Powerful forehand by Nicholas. Caught by Goerri. Goerri powerfully from the left side. Goerri carefully there at the side wall. Puts it back inside. Nicholas makes the catch. Arta takes it in the air. Backhand from the 8. Goerri powerfully from the left side. Rebote save. Goerri's moving in. Makes the catch. Winds up. Fires it to the outside. It caught the pad. The pad is bad. 5 points for Loo and Nicholas. Possible match point.
His best opportunity of maybe the match. I mean, he's moving up on this ball. On the bounce, not moving too hard. It's off the wall. He's looking for the philo, his go-to shot, and he wants it so bad, just hooks it. Yeah, you can see almost dotting the I and highlight. Not too far off, but bad enough. It's in the pad. 5-1. Now the comeback feels a little more unlikely. 4-2. Yeah, 5-1. That's a tall mountain to climb. But still, he can do it.
Arta on the catch. That's a great catch. Nicholas takes it in the air down low. Powerful backhand. Goes to the backcourt. Arta pie. Big backhand by Arta. High and hard to the back wall. Loo looking for the floating rebote. Sends it back. That passes. Goerri on the rebote. Right up the middle. Caught by Nicholas. Nicholas looks to pass. Arta, tough grab at the 9 line. Beautifully played. Difficult rebote. Goerri's moving in. Makes the catch. Boom to the outside it goes. 2 points for Goerri and Arta. The Fireballs in blue still with possible. Match point.
Something that Douglas was talking about yesterday, which is very well said, is that you just can't kind of ease into these last points of a match. You have to stay aggressive. You don't want to get complacent here. The Fireballs have done everything right. They've got Goerri, one of the best offensive players in this league, playing against them. Now is not the time to ease up. Oh, and an ace.
The ace for Goerri. Gives them 3 points and the serve.
What were we saying yesterday, Stu? Usually when a team comes back, they get one ace or so. That may have been the one they need, and now 5-3 is very manageable.
It becomes demoralizing for the other team
Absolutely.
at this level.
And now, we've seen 5-3 comebacks before here. It was 5-1, but now very quickly 5-3. Another powerful serve. He's on it.
Excellent serve by Goerri. Big backhand by Nicholas into the corner. Rebote. Lalou makes the catch. Split placement, scooped up by Goerri. 2-all by Goerri. Lalou stops it, keeps that ball in play. Arta has a missed ball. What a tremendous match played by all 4 players. Point set in a hard-fought match for Lalou and Nicholas of the Fireballs, winning at 6-3 in the 3rd set.
Well, we said that Lalou's defense was great in that match. Saving the best play for last, picking it off the net, throwing a winner here. Look at this combination. It's a 2-wall. This looks a little dangerous here once Goerri picks it. This 2-wall opens wide. Look at that catch right on the net. Oh, the net does not get, the offhand does not push the net out of the way, and then it's floating to Arta, and those are so difficult to catch. Goerri goes down, and the Fireballs win the first match of the game day. Yeah, wow, Arta is right. What a performance there by all 4 players. But the Fireballs lead the game day. Up next, Division 5 singles, CRB against Ben.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Game day score reflecting that win by Lalou and Nicholas, improving to 5-2 in the regular season after taking down Goerri and Arta. Looks like Lalou and Nicholas are over in the cage. Let's hear from them after that first win of the game day. Congratulations, guys. What a match you just played out there, Lalou. The defense was great. Your offense was great, too. Talk about how you felt like you played in that match against Goerri and Arta.
Yeah, very hard match, long match. We play perfect because Goerri Arta play very, very good today. And the point is so long, but we win, and now we are happy to win.
Awesome, guys. And Nicholas, I know you were coming in dealing with some injury. How are you feeling after that first match?
I'm feeling good. I'm happy for the win. It's always a pleasure to play with Lalou. And no, I'm happy. Now I'm focused for the second game with Arutia. That's it.
Awesome, guys. Well, really well done there. Congrats and good luck in your last matches. Thank you.
Thank you.
Division 5 singles, switching gears here. That'll bring out CRB and Ben. A classic matchup from the origins of this program, Stu. This is going to be a fun one.
It is. I mean, CRB's on the court and the lights are a little brighter, aren't they?
Yes, they are, Stu. 2 former football players here that were part of the original Jai-Alai program, started a couple of years ago, and CRB and Ben have both
8 years ago.
Now? Yeah, I was thinking a couple. It's like, actually, yeah, been working here a while, Stu. CRB and Ben here. CRB 1-3 this year. Ben just 1-1 in singles.
CRB serves. We've begun. Here's a catch by Ben. Backhand. Caught by CRB. On the wall with the return. Ben's there. Ben powerfully from the left side. Rebote forehand. Ben will make that catch on the left side. Backhand, straight back. Rebote saved by CRB. Ben moves up to make the catch. Forehand pass. Too hard for the chick-chack, but that will score. First point of this match goes to Ben of the Renegades.
Yeah, CRB did get out to that one, but it was so far above his head as he tried to play the rebote that he couldn't really get a throw off. And Ben's got all the power in the world here, and that's a good example. Again, keep CRB on his toes, just keep firing it at him and force him to catch up to these fastballs that he's throwing consistently.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. CRB on the catch. Here's the backhand. Ben stays in the backcourt. Makes that catch behind the 9 line. CRB on the rebote. It's a 2-all. Stopped by Ben. Great catch. Forehand pass. It does. 2 points for Ben. He serves. Smart play by Ben. I mean, he got to the 2-all well.
I like that he elevated that forehand, too. I mean, catching that ball in the air as it's crossing the sidewall, a lot more difficult than sometimes if you get it on the bounce. And for CRB, too, he's got to track that ball in the air. There's a couple elements to the catch that are just so much more difficult when you throw it that high. Credit to Ben. Now 2-0 lead early on.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Powerful backhand. Ben. That rebote is hooked. A point for CRB. He serves.
And CRB just trying to send it over Ben's head whenever he can as early in the point as possible. You know, Ben, known for the power, traditional backcourter, but when he turns and has to look for the rebote off the back wall, it's really not the strength in his game.
And his speed as well. Rebote. 2-all. Scores. 3 points for Ben of the Renegades. He serves.
Ben loves to throw that costado 2-wall, and he throws it so hard and gets it to open up nicely. This is difficult to track down. Look at CRB. He's moving out that way. It's coming fast. He's trying to pick it off the net, trying to not step on the net too. A lot to think about as Ben puts up his 3rd point.
Backhand by CRB. Ben, great catch there at the 9 line. Powerful backhand follows. Drops low on the back wall. CRB to the inside. Ben. Turned. CRB gets the point. 2 points for CRB. Ben with 3. CRB serves.
Yeah, thought that ball was going to float a little bit more than it did, but that kept up the speed when it touched the floor and just shot past Ben.
Rebote forehand. Lands out of play. Ben has 4 points and the serve.
Well, even that rebote, you know, CRB just trying to keep it in play. That one escapes and sails out of play.
Powerful serve by Ben going to the inside. CRB makes the catch. That ball hit the overhead screen. Ben has 5 points and the serve. Now, we know that Ben points when he thinks that it hits the overhead screen. In that case, I think it was a little early myself.
He kind of knew. That one looked like it was going up to one place in the overhead screen.
You never know. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. Not until it happens. Ball tipped. 3 points for CRB.
Yeah, and again, CRB low. As it's crossing that side wall, very difficult for Ben to reach down and pick it off the floor like that.
Ben on the catch. There's a backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rotate save. Hooked into the floor. That is out of play. Point and set to Ben. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Player next set.
Very well played by Ben in that first set. He takes down CRB 6-3. And Ben has only played 2 of his 5 singles matches so far. So this one is his 3rd against CRB. So even after today, he will have 2 more from now to the end of the regular season for the Renegades. So 2 out of the last 3 game days. It will be Ben here in singles. So he's going to have a big spot, big opportunities to get his team potentially squarely in the playoffs and then hopefully as far up in the seeding as they can go.
Now here's something we don't see often.
Yeah, this was...
Ben is getting the spa treatment from Gowanaga.
And he was pointing to that shoulder right away, too. He was telling him right there. So.
And he called for Ubia to come in and talk. Usually Ubia gets shooed off. But in this case, he brought him into...
I'm still trying to.
All right.
Some good conversation. And, you know, and a benefit, too, for Ben is that he's playing a lot of these singles matches later in the year. His first match was on March 10th. And his second match was on March 17th. And now he's got 3 of his last 5 coming up here in the last month. But Ben was kind of lost early, and he was the first one to admit that. So the fact that he's had 10, 15 doubles matches to figure out his positioning, get more familiar with this court, and also get a lot of practice reps, I think that's really helped him. And I mean, as good as you could hope for in this schedule. Obviously, Ben still has to go out there and win and compete in these matches, but happier to be playing them in April than February.
Yes, absolutely.
You see a couple of the fireballs there.
Nicholas smiling at the camera, huh?
Yeah. Well, Nicholas is coming right back out, so that's why he's staying on the bench and trying to stay loose. Arutia Nicholas against Goerri and Arta will be right up next. 3 of the 4 that just played that hour-long match.
Yeah, I can't imagine Goerri has any interest in losing another match.
Well, yeah. I think it's going to be a different match than we saw before. You know, there was a lot of rallying in the first one, a lot of back and forth play, but maybe a little more aggressive in that Division 1. We will see, though.
Ready to begin our second set. CRB has a serve for the Fireballs. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Powerful, powerful backhand. CRB takes off.
Oh, my, that's in. Oh,
wow.
What a shot. What a shot by CRB.
Good job, Chad. CRB turns the rebote and scores, gets the first point.
And gets a good job, Chad, from Stu. Because look at this. He's got to read the rebote first of all. Then he's got to turn it into a 2-wall. He's off his footing. It looks a little wonky, but he drops it in. It's got a big bounce, and when it touches the floor, Ben's got no chance to get there.
Powerful backhand by Ben. He's taken off to get another one. Not that one. 1-1, Ben serves.
I think
those of you who've been watching Battle Court is why are they doing that? Okay, why are they doing that here versus there? Because here, as you probably noticed, if you've been watching and listening, the balls that are dropping low on the back wall can drop into a chula thrown from the left side or a chick-chack. So players have to basically commit. We see them committing quite frequently to coming back. Not always.
You see that a lot more in singles, though. That we saw in the
Yes.
Division I match yesterday, like every time. Oh, and that one's in the screen, too.
That ball hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. Ben has 2 points and the serve for the Renegades.
I hate to say it because it's going to just kill me in this announcer rankings, but a premium on passing for CRB. But the problem is you got that overhead screen up there, too. I mean, you
Yeah,
want to
he
get it
needs to
over
clear
Ben's
it.
head, and that's now the second time that he's given a point away trying to just do the basics.
Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. Ben, eyes on the rebote. Throws it. Catch by CRB. CRB passes. Rebote forehand by Ben. CRB with a tip ball. 3 points for Ben of the Renegades. He serves.
Yeah, CRB started moving up on that ball a little bit early, doing all the right things, but then when it hit the front wall, it stayed more to the inside than he was expecting, so had to make a last-second adjustment on the catch. And that's the difference between making it and dropping it like that. 3-1. Ben taking control of this second set. Floater. Ooh, what a pick.
Ben sets. Here's the catch. Backhand. Thrown powerfully. CRB stops it. Backhand. Ben takes that in the air at the 9 line. Big backhand. Passes. Rebote coming out. Rebote 2-all. That's out. A 4th point for Ben of the Renegades. He serves.
Don't hate that shot at all from CRB, number one. I mean, if you're on the back foot, you got to do something that will change up Ben's strategy and not just pass over and over again. Scored one rebote 2-all earlier, that one a little bit wide. But the biggest weapon for CRB is his offense, so he's got to use it here late and trying to get back into it as quickly as possible.
Excellent catch by CRB. The backhand. Caught by Ben. Ben powerfully from the left side. Rebote on the wall. CRB makes the save. That's a tough catch by Ben. Big backhand follows. Inside placement. Scoop by Ben. That's tremendous. Rebote left side. Ben advances. Makes the catch. Hard throw to pass.
Look at this one.
CRB. That's in play. Ben took off, makes the catch again. Another powerful forehand. Overthrown for the chick-chack. Ben goes to the outside, makes the catch. Great catch, hard forehand. That hit the overhead screen. 5 points for Ben. Possible set, possible match point. So impressed with Ben's play.
I was just going to say, that is the best point that Ben has played in singles. He was moving up on the ball, making catches
Court
in the
positioning. His positioning was impeccable.
And then, you know, just doing the basics. He doesn't need to throw a carom. He doesn't need to blast a cortada. You got the chick-jack here. Just use it. Go it high, send it over CRB's head, and let the back wall do its thing. But that is a different guy than we've seen the last couple of seasons.
Absolutely.
That was really good to see from Ben.
Scoop by Ben.
Oh, he's feeling it.
He's on fire. Rebote. That's up.
My. That could be in.
That's in. Ben got, just tipped. 2 points for CRB. Still possible match point for Ben.
Ben, we don't know how it got up there either, but that was a heck of a save by CRB. He was not looking at the front wall, just kind of flicked it up, was hoping, and his prayers were answered.
That's not prayers. I know that CRB will tell us.
Oh, that's rainfall. Yeah, maybe.
CRB
I
will
thought
tell-
those were the prayers.
No. CRB will tell us that he planned that last night about 7. Catch by Ben. Here's the backhand. Low runner. Will score. Point, set, and match for Ben of the Renegades, winning it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-2.
And a really good win there for Ben, tying up this game day now, 1-1. Straight sets, takes down CRB 6-3, 6-2. Division I doubles will come up next. Arutia Nicholas will take on Goerri and Arta. Take a look at some replays here. 2-wall here. Forehand to the inside. Look at that. Just gets by CRB and scores. CRB's had some difficulty on the catch, too, this year. One of the lowest catch rates in singles, and you saw a couple of examples there. 2-wall. Again, he's working his way into the net. Just couldn't make that play. And this was the one by Ben. He's up in front of CRB, making catch after catch, tracking the ball well. Finally gets.
Don't stand there.
And it's up in the
Oh, that's not the one. Oh.
Yeah, that was the best point that Ben played. That one right there. And then right here, late low runner inside. Test CRB on the bounce. Just missed that scoop. What a great win there for Ben, and really a good sign for the Renegades too, because, you know, Ben's got 2 singles matches left now to the end of the season. If Ben can win those, and that could put the Renegades in a really good spot to continue to move up the standings and maybe into one of those top 2 seeds. You see our season-long standings right there. Chargers up in first. Renegades, Warriors, and Fireballs all tied for second place there. The Warriors are a game day ahead. And then the Cyclones and Devils on the outside looking in at the moment. We'll see where the points go today. Again, if you win 4 matches, you pick up a full point. If both teams tie at 3-3, each team gets half a point. And if you win less than 3 matches, 2 or less, your team does not get any points in the standings. So that's how the scoring works. Nearing the end of the regular season, so every match and really every point of the utmost significance at this point of the year. Ben is over in the cage. Let's hear from him after that win. Congratulations, Ben. I mean, Stu and I were talking about just some of the points that you played throughout that match were very impressive. Can you talk about how you've adjusted to singles out here at Jam Arena?
I'm just now starting to get a little bit comfortable, man. I come in at least once a week on my own, practice for a couple hours. So definitely in that game, I started to, know the court, as they say. So I'm feeling much more comfortable than at the beginning of the season.
Ben, your court positioning was the best that I've ever seen. You knew what to do with the ball when you got to it. All very impressive. It's just starting to come natural to you, or?
Well, no, I mean, I pride myself on hard work. This game is a very humbling game, so it's not that it's coming natural. I'm just putting in a repetition, and I'm not afraid to make mistakes and, look stupid, and I know eventually it's going to be right. So
hardest working man in Jai-Alai right there. Congratulations. You played great.
Yeah, great playing, Ben. Division 1 doubles up next. Arutia Nicholas will take on Goerri and Arta. Again, Arta subbing for Ubia in this Division 1 doubles match. Arutia Nicholas 5-3 so far this regular season. Goerri and Arta, well, Division 1 doubles 3-4 overall, but when it's been Goerri and Arta, actually haven't fared all too bad. They're 3-2. All 3 of their wins have come when Arta's been in the back. Arutia Nicholas won the first matchup in 3 sets. That's what we give with an underserve.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good.
And that first match did have Ubia in the backcourt too. So this is an Arutia Nicholas team that's fared very well this year. We saw what Nicholas is capable of, and Arutia just even more explosive and more of a shot maker than we saw from Loo in the first one.
There's a catch by Arta, backhand. Nicholas behind the 10 line on the catch. Arta up high. Rotate forehand by Arutia. Goerri at the side wall makes a tough catch. Rotate. Arutia plays it for the big bounce. Arta with a reach. Has it. Nicholas advances, but has a tip ball at the 8 line. First point of this match goes to Goerri and Arta of the Renegades.
Again, they'll take that one early on, but you're not going to see many misses from Nicholas back there. We saw him play a tremendous 3-set match just about 20 minutes ago.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. And by Arta. Nicholas makes the catch up high.
Oh, man.
Arutia calls for rebote, plays it back. Arta makes the catch in the air. Backhand from the 9 line. Arta off the wall. Fine catch. Nicholas plays that one beautifully. Goerri all the way back to the 9 line. Big backhand. High and hard to the back wall. Rebote comes out.
Right on the wall.
Rebote forehand just missed up there in the front court. A second point for the orange shirts. Goerri and Arta. Goerri serves.
It was a big rebote, high lofter, and then where it ended up was right along the sidewall as Arutia tried to make the save and power rebote back to him. It is very difficult to get the ball in the basket when it's that close to the side wall. You see just a swing and a miss that time.
Here's the catch by Nicholas. Backhand. To the back wall. Rebote comes out. Goerri's on it. Plays it for the big bounce. Taken on the bounce by Nicholas. Nicholas high and hard to the front wall. Arta's there. Nicholas from the 10 line. Arta now on the backhand from the 9. That ball clips. Arta moves to the outside to make the catch in the air. Plays it high to the front wall. Nicholas takes it off the sidewall. Difficult catch.
Boy, that one was dropping too, almost on the floor.
Big backhand by Arta. That clears. Rebote for Arutia. Rebote forehand thrown powerfully by Goerri and caught by Nicholas. Nicholas high and hard to the front wall. Arta takes it in the air. Backhand from the 9 line. Goerri coming deep. Makes the catch. Difficult catch by Nicholas on the inside. Puts it back inside. Arta at the side wall. Excellent catch by Nicholas. Tip of that cesta against the back wall. Arta's there. Rebote to the inside, thrown by Goerri. Arutia moves in, makes the catch. Powerful backhand. Stopped by Arta. Rotate forehand by Goerri. Tipped in the backcourt. A third point for Goerri and Arta. Goerri serves.
Oh, those forehand rebotes that come in at that speed and cross the sidewall late are vicious for these backcourters. I mean,
they really
at the
are.
top level, you see them caught rather consistently. I mean, maybe 70, 80%. But you get down in some lower levels, and that's like 20 or 30%. I mean, these guys are so good navigating the sidewall, have no fear picking it off, and the control aspect of the catch is what stands out. Again, they get in there, but they really control it when they're into the sidewall.
There's a backhand by Nicholas. Powerfully thrown. Rebote for Goerri. Nicholas calls for the catch. A difficult catch. Takes it on the bounce. Rebote is coming out. Past the 6th line. Goerri. Oh, what a catch by Nicholas. Backhand to the inside. Arta takes it off the wall beautifully. Goerri moves to the 9 line to make the catch. Big backhand. That touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's a point for Arutia and Nicholas of the Fireballs. Arutia serves.
As we said in that first match, Goerri, I mean, he's second on the roster in terms of balls thrown out of play this year, only trailing Echeverry, I mean, including his misses from the first match, up over 30 balls thrown out of play this year. A bunch of attempts, a 3% out of play rate, one of the highest of any front quarter, but because Goerri's so aggressive, yeah, you're going to see a few more misses too.
Goerri picked the serve, drops it in. The drop shot scores. 4 points for Goerri and Arta. Goerri serves.
Right. And to that point, I mean, you look at doubles and you look at who's leading in terms of kill rate. It's Iturbide at 60%. So even the best and the most elite front quarters are killing it 6 out of 10 times. So yeah, I mean, those 4, your opponent, you might throw it out. Your opponent might kill it back on you. But as long as you're outpacing them and throwing 6 for every 4, you're going to win every set.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
And that's how Goerri's played right from the start. I mean, one of the most aggressive. He wasn't as aggressive as we typically see him in that first match. Was throwing a bunch to the inside and a lot of drop shots as opposed to just going straight outside. When he does that, he typically has a little more confidence.
Here's Nicholas on the catch. A little lower to the inside. Arta takes it at the 9 line. Arta in the backcourt. Backhand. Caught by Nicholas at the back wall. Goerri now on the left side. Rebote. Rebote powerfully thrown by Arutia, caught by Arta. Arutia, forehand Rebote, back to the inside. What a catch by Arta.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Oh my.
Arta again, beautiful catch. Return is on the wall. Nicholas is there. Rebote forehand by Arutia, cut off by Goerri. Drop shot by Goerri, dropped into the pad, and the pad is bad. 2 points for Arutia and Nicholas. Arutia serves.
And even in this match, he's going back to that drop shot. You know, Nicholas laboring a bit. I can understand the thought behind it, but this is a team, especially against Arutia, who's probably the second fastest or top 3 fastest on the roster.
He's fast.
You know, he's at the top of the list of guys you do not want to test with the drop shot, though, for sure. And probably why he threw it a little bit low and right in that pad.
Powerful serve by Arutia is good. Rebote. Rebote left side. Goerri's there. Philo caught the pad. The outside placement catches the pad. A 3rd point for Arutia Nicholas.
He's just living at the top of the pad with that Philo. Same mistake as in that Division II match earlier. He's just, what, a few inches low? I mean, if it lands in, it probably scores, but just got to give yourself a shot at it. Gives another one away.
Powerful serve by Arutia. Catch and return by Arta. Rebote. Rebote forehand, played back. Caught up high by Arta. Great catch. Arta's catching in this match even a little better than the last match. Arta's there. Backhand from the 8. That's on the wall the whole way. Beautiful snag by Nicholas in the backcourt.
Yeah, and to that point, Stu, I don't think Arta was any part of the reason why they lost that first match either. I mean, even in the 3rd set, I don't think he missed a ball. I mean, he's had a great day, and he's just getting started, though.
Rebote played for the bounce. Nicholas handles the bounce. Backhand. And Nicholas is there again. Great positioning. Lifts the backhand. At the sidewall, Arta's there. Rebote forehand powerfully. Rebote for Goerri. Caught by Nicholas. Rebote coming out for Goerri again. Floater. He makes the save. Little collision on the front court there. Arta makes the catch. This is still in play. Rebote's coming out. Rebote save. Goerri's on it. To pass. He plays it. And the Chulo scores. Tremendous play by all 4 players. 5 points for Goerri and Arta of the Renegades.
And there's the costado to pass, and that one was executed very well. You got to get it over the front quarter's head. You also got to make sure the back quarter doesn't catch it in the air. Once it touches the floor and then the back wall, you're going to get the reaction like this. Floor and then straight back down into the floor, back wall, and then back down into the floor. That's what we meant to say. But you saw how far up Nicholas was? Again, a lot of drop shots today. Goerri's drawing them up and now sending it high. Good adjustment. Got the chances to close out the set. What a pick.
Arutia picks the 2-all. Goerri pumps this one back. What a catch by Nicholas. He passes with the forehand and scores on the return.
Oh, my. What a catch by Nicholas.
4 points for Arutia and Nicholas. 5 for Goerri and Arta. Still possible set point. Arutia's serving. Yeah.
Not a bad 2-all. Look at how fast this one's coming in. Goerri picks it off the net. When he let this go, I don't think he thought anyone was going to catch it, but look at Nicholas.
Court positioning impeccable.
Yeah, opens up around
Fault,
Arta.
over serve. Second serve must be good. Again, Arutia, one of those players that generates so much power.
Oh,
double fault, loss of point. Point
wow.
and set for Goerri and Arta. 2 minutes go on the board. We come back out, player next set.
Well, you don't often see that, Stu. A double fault there by Arutia. And 6-4, Goerri and Arta take that set.
Goerri there coming off the court. We are back in the players' cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Thank you for joining us for the World Jai-Alai League, playing our spring season. 5 weeks until the final on May 8th. Fireballs coming close there. Double fault by Arutia there at the end. 2 overserves, trying to get it past Goerri, throwing very hard, but not able to keep it in the box. The Fireballs had a nice comeback there. Goerri and Arta off to a great start. And the truth of the matter is that Arta has just been, Arta right there, has been playing fantastic. Catch after catch, throw after throw. Just great play there from Arta. Very poised. Saying, never mind about my arm, my back. Currently in our 3rd of 6 scheduled matches on this game day. Don't forget, we play Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 3 p.m. and Fridays at 7 p.m. Doors open 6:30. Public's welcome to join us every Friday at the historic Miami Jai-Alai Fronton, the new Jam Arena, 3500 Northwest 37th Avenue.
Yeah, Devils and Chargers tomorrow night. If you want to join us, what a great game day.
Sounds exciting. I'll probably come.
Thanks, Stu. I think I'll be here too. It sounds like a good game day. Second set just about ready to begin here. Arutia Nicholas will begin with control this serve. Boy, very surprising how that set ended. A double fault in this level, you don't see a whole lot of those. But for Arutia, now his 3rd this season.
Fault, over serve. Second serve must be good.
Oh, wow. Okay, that one was good.
Ball tipped. First point of the second set goes to Arutia and Nicholas of the Fireballs.
Well, holds nothing back on that second serve, and reason why, because he could ace Arta.
Arta's got nothing to worry about. I mean, as good as he's been catching, that's his first miss. Beautiful serve by Arutia. See the way he curved that right around? I mean, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to cross the wall in doubles. Also keep it away from the front quarter. Catch by Goerri. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand. Goerri has it on the left side. Backhand. Straight to the back wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. Back to the inside. Arta. Tremendous catch on the left side. Nicholas takes it in the air. Backhand from the 9 line. Catch by Goerri. Arta on the backhand. Nicholas is there. Arta again, this time from the 8. Arta now from the 9 line. Hits the back wall. Rebote comes out. Rebote forehand by Arutia. Back to the inside. Nicholas on the catch. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Arutia with control. Goerri coming back deep to make the play. Arta from the 9 line, lifts it high. Catch by Nicholas. Nicholas on the catch, backhand from the 9. Little clip. Goerri has it, midcourt, deep in the backcourt. Rebote. Rebote forehand for Arutia is caught on the forehand of Goerri. Goerri with the right side. Rebote to the inside. Beautifully played up the wall by Arutia. Nicholas on the catch. Backhand from the 10. Nicholas from the forehand. High and hard. Arta makes the catch in the air. Arta at the side wall, another tough grab. Rebote with power. Goerri catches it. Winds up. Costello. Back to the outside. Nicholas makes the catch. Hard throw. Caught by Arta. Great play. Nicholas back to the inside. Backhand from the 9. Rebote forehand. Arta's there. Nicholas from deep in the backcourt on the left side. Lifts it into the backcourt. Arta makes the catch. Rebote forehand. Goerri has it. Winding up. Costi to pass. That will score. 1-1. Goerri serves for the Renegades.
And we talk about it a lot, but it's just that one missed throw throughout the point that sets it up for Goerri, and it's a rebote that's kind of hooked by Arutia. He gets it over here at the overserve line. And again, when Nicholas stepping up and leaving that back wall exposed, it makes it pretty simple here. Now, Nicholas has made a couple of great catches overhead and catching it in the air to prevent that chula from occurring. But again, if you keep giving it to Goerri on the costado when you're moving up, I mean, chances are he's going to adjust and make you pay. He does so there, ties it 1-1. Oh, what a hard serve. Better catch.
Powerful serve is stopped by Nicholas. Rebote for Goerri.
Oh, he slipped.
Missed. Arutia has the serve for the Fireballs. Yeah, that's just a miss.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I mean, Goerri seems a little bit rushed on a lot of these shots so far today, like he's under a bunch of pressure to throw it, and that would kind of indicate the same thing. He's trying to throw it so quickly, he's not fully on his footing. I mean, how often have you seen him slip when he's trying to throw a shot like that? I mean, really never.
Really never.
Just slow it down a little bit and it should be okay.
Another powerful serve by Arutia. Bote. Bote, forehand. Caught by Arta. Arta on the backhand. I'm sure he's reaching for that bicep consistently now. Catch by Arta. Arta again takes this one on the bounce, backhand from the 8. And of course, Goerri has a history of a torn bicep with the surgical repair. So I never like to see him pinching at his bicep.
Was it the right one or left?
Yeah, the right one.
Yeah.
The important one for Highline. Yeah. What a catch by Nicholas off the wall in the corner. Throws it right back there. Goerri at the side wall. Arutia at like the half line. Oh. The 2-all will score. 3 points for Arutia Nicholas.
Yeah, that's not good, Stu.
Arutia serves.
Reaching forward again, but get back to Arutia. Tough read on this ball. It's floating so high. He's got to make sure he lines it up perfectly and then just waits for Goerri to commit. Looks like he was going drop shot the whole way until he saw Goerri moving inside. Then just a little kick off the sidewall opens it up. And now a 3-1 lead for his Fireballs.
Tremendous control. Ball tipped. 4 points for the Fireballs.
Yeah, that's a low serve coming in. Arta's got to reach down that way, and you're going to see a few more misses when you have to do that. Now it head 4-1.
Arta on the catch. Backhand, low runner. Low bullet coming to the backcourt, and Nicholas stops it. Arta takes it high. Nicholas on the backhand. Arta's there. Rotate forehand. Back to the sidewall. Arta with a great catch. Arta up high, backhand from the 9. Rabote forehand. Oh my.
Watch this one. Yeah.
5 points for Arutia and Nicholas. Possible set point.
Well, that was not intended to be a forehand Karen Rabote, but it worked out as one. That was it definitely escaped out of the basket a little bit, and then a weird bounce off the front wall or side wall. Look at this. Yeah, that you don't typically see. That ball stays inside. And
he hooked it a little bit. I'll give him that, but yeah, that was
the apology by Arutia.
Yeah, like, hey, man, sorry. That landed perfectly, but.
Yeah, maybe not exactly where he wanted to throw it, but hey, 5-1. He's a point away from taking this to another third set.
Fault. Over serve. Second serve must be good. And the serving difficulties he's had, I don't know if he's taken out new cester or not.
No, I was just going to say, Stu, I think he mentioned that last game day that he was working a new cesta, so I think this might be the second day that he's been using this piece of equipment. So, yeah, the control, you might lack it just a bit.
Costello 2-all. Stop by Arutia. The return will score. Point and set. To Arutia and Nicholas, taking the second set, 6-1. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out, play our next set.
2-all here. Goerri ducks. Arutia takes off and makes the catch comfortably. Drops down. Cortada scores. Very well done. And boy, that was all Fireballs there in set number 2. After the Renegades took the first one and had some trouble closing it out. The Fireballs just took control of that set right from the start and never looked back. Arutia and Nicholas, a great season playing together. I mean, there are 3 losses for Arutia and Nicholas. One of them to Inaki and Manu in 3 sets, 6-4. The other one to Zulaika and Amigarena, lost 6-4 in a third set. The other was to Zulaika and Amigarena in straight sets. So, I mean, 3 of probably the best losses that you're going to have in this Division I doubles group. I mean, across the board, all these teams are so strong. And even still, Arutia and Nicholas, one of the newer teams, least experienced, but establishing themselves as one of the better teams, and not a team that you want to see late in this season. With how well Nicholas controls the backcourt and how explosive Arutia is up there in the front, you just never have a break with this Fireballs team. It is never easy.
It was interesting before at the end of that point with Goerri getting out of the way, ducking for his backquarters Costado.
Yeah.
But we've seen how once Arutia caught that, it's coming back hard to the inside.
Like, you got to get up, which he did, and it was safe in the end. Well, for Goerri and Arta too, we said they've had 3 wins as a substitute team in Division I doubles. However, if you look at those individual wins, all 3 of them have come against either Echeverry and Arats or Douglas and Manny, which on the flip side of that, those teams have the worst records in Division I doubles. So a couple of those wins have come against some of the weaker teams. As for the Fireballs, all of their losses have come against the best teams, and they've really dominated the others. See what happens here in this third set. I mean, Goerri and Arta have already dropped 1 match today. That was against Loo and Nicholas. Here they are playing up. Renegades need this set to win the match. Whoever wins it will take a 2-1 lead in the game day.
We're ready to begin our third and final set. The first team to reach 6 points will win this match. Goerri will have the serve for the Renegades. Goerri serves. Our third and final set has begun. There's the backhand. That scores. First point of the third set goes to the Fireballs.
Yeah, and off the serve, if they can get Arta on an island there in the backcourt, they're just going to fire that low runner in there, force him to pick it off the wall. Clean miss front ways, and then the rebote just came up and on him too quick.
Here's the catch by Arta. Here's the backhand. To the corner, out to the rebote. Rebote forehand by Arutia. Arta adjusts to make the catch. Rebote forehand. Crosses the side wall. Goerri makes the play. Big backhand follows. Rebote coming out. Arutia split placement. Stopped on the forehand of Arta. Rebote by Goerri. Powerful rebote. This ball is caught by Arta high. Arta on the catch, beautifully taking it off the side wall. Powerful forehand rebote. Goerri adjusts. Rebote to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Nicholas. Nicholas on the catch, backhand from the 9. Arta again, powerfully. Difficult catch by Nicholas. Deep in the backcourt. Arta moves up. Backhand from the 9. Goerri looking for the rebote. Forehand rebote. Fired. Rebote coming out to Arutia. Arutia to the inside. Nicholas from the 9 line. Powerful throw. Dropping. Rebote saved by Goerri. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed.
Interference on the part of the Renegades there as Nicholas was moving in for that catch. You got to stop, put your hands up. Can't make any attempt to go for the ball. The judge deemed that was okay. Interference ruled. They will replay the point. Arutia and Nicholas up 1-0.
Powerful backhand by Arta. Arta again. Nicholas in the corner, makes a fine catch. Arta now from the 8 line, sends it back. Nicholas there again. Big backhand by Arta. Rebote at the sidewall. Difficult play is missed on the forehand of Arutia. That's a point for Goerri and Arta. We're tied up in the 3rd set. Goerri serves.
Yeah, finally getting a missed rebote, one early for Arutia, now another one here late. You know, Arutia and Nicholas are so solid. They've won over 60% of their points off of winners and missed rebotes. I mean, that shows you just how powerful that right side rebote is from Arutia. The fact that he's been getting a couple of misses off of those too. And then for the winners, you know, Arutia and Nicholas, 33 of them thrown throughout this season. I mean, that's the offense and the defense within this team that makes him one of the strongest in Division I.
Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Arta reaches in. Backhand from the 8. High and hard to the back wall. Rotate forehand by Arutia. Great catch by Goerri. Powerful backhand again. This time by Arta. Nicholas, great catch. Here's the backhand by Arta, powerfully thrown. That clears the overhead screen. Arutia with a missed rebote at the side wall. 2 points for Goerri and Arta. Goerri serves.
Back-to-back and both set up by Arta here in the backcourt.
It's a difficult rebote to make. It has to fall into the cesta.
Right.
But there's also the, you don't just want to lay it up with Goerri running at it.
Exactly right. I mean, he could just flick it up there and get it in play, but he doesn't, you know, he knows what's going to happen if he does that too. But now with the 2nd miss in a row, we'll see if he gets another one of those, how he plays it.
Powerful backhand by Nicholas. Great catch by Arta. Here's a big backhand. Rebote coming out. Goerri with the catch. Drop shot to the inside. Nicholas before the 2nd bounce.
Watch it.
Floater. Goerri calls for it. This ball's still in play. Nicholas makes the catch. There's the backhand. Arta's there.
Boy, what an adjustment on that rebote by Goerri. I mean,
Absolutely.
he called him off. He knew where it was going, and he made the save.
Rebote left side, high, big bounce, stopped by Nicholas.
Another one.
That ball is missed at the side wall. A 3rd point for Goerri and Arta. My.
And he tried to adjust that time. I mean, he was opening up that basket and trying to let that ball drop in there and then flick it up instead of powering the rebote. And still, it's just so close to the side wall that
There's nothing easy about it.
Can't play it comfortably.
No, there's
3
nothing.
in a row now for Arta.
There's no way to make that an easy rebote. That's why, for years, teachers scream at their students and highlight, keep the ball on the side wall, keep the ball on the side wall, coming off the front or the back. Here's the catch by Nicholas. Backhand to the inside. Goerri's there. Arutia makes the catch on the backhand. Powerful backhand follows. Arta takes it in the air at the 10. Goerri on the catch. Backhand. Back to the inside. Nicholas. Arutia moves in, makes a great catch. Hard backhand follows. Arta down low. Arutia from the 7 line. Goerri, backhand from the 8. Nicholas now from the 8 line. Goerri on the rebote. Big bounce brought down by Nicholas. Nicholas from the right side to the back wall. Goerri on the forehand rebote. He makes the save. Nicholas is there. Arta, fine catch at the 9. Goerri, tough play at the 8. Low hard backhand. Nicholas advances to make the catch. Arta from the right side. Nicholas calls for the catch. Makes it, returns it. Difficult catch by Arta at the side wall. Nicholas again. Powerful backhand by Arta from the back wall. Nicholas makes the catch. Returns it. Rebote comes low. Arutia makes interference, has been ruled. The point will be replayed. 3 points. Goerri serves.
Yeah, and that was such a good opportunity for Goerri, too. I mean, Arutia hooked that rebote. It was coming out to the middle of the court. That was the best case scenario for the Fireballs here. Arutia making contact with Goerri, because if you make contact and don't get out of the way, well, he can't catch it. He would have had both Fireballs trapped inside, had it on the costado. And Goerri, obviously, you know, you see him just frustrated, too. He knew it.
Yeah. There's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote for Goerri. Forehand rebote. Nicholas takes it on the bounce. Rebote. Forehand rebote by Arutia. Caught on the left side of Goerri. Rebote for Goerri coming in low. He makes the save. Powerful backhand. Oh, what a catch by Nicholas. Arta moves up to the 8. Arta again, this time from the 9 line. Dropping into the corner, Nicholas makes the save. That ball kicked up and hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's a second point for Arutia and Nicholas here in the third and decisive set. Renegades lead by 1. Arutia has a serve.
Yeah, as that ball slows down and you want to pass, sometimes you got to give it a little bit extra. Might come from the hands, might come from the legs, but if you get it up too high, it's going up in the screen, and Arta knew it right as he let it go.
Another powerful serve by Arutia. Low hard backhand. Caught in the air by Nicholas. Nicholas on the backhand. Caught by Arta. Nicholas on the backhand to the inside. Passes the back quarter to the back wall. Forehand rebote by Goerri. Arutia takes it in the air. Powerful backhand to Arta. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Caught by Arta at the 8 line. Rebote left side to the outside. Arutia is out there. Carambola return, beautifully executed and scoring. 3-3, Arutia serves.
Well, it's almost like Arutia knew exactly where that ball was going. I mean, Goerri let it go. Felt like it was a pretty good phelo, but Arutia was standing right there on the wood and didn't even have to move. He sees Goerri take this rebote on the left side, so he's protecting the 2-wall on any shot. Makes an easy stop, and then the carambola coming back to Goerri's forehand and out of reach. That is how hard that one was thrown.
Backhand by Arta. Nicholas powerfully to the corner. Arta's there. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's a 4th point for Arutia and Nicholas of the Fireballs. Arutia serves.
And a big 3-point run for the Fireballs to retake the lead. And remember back, it was 3-1. Interference was ruled, and that's kind of changed the match. 3 straight points since then, and Arutia, I mean, wasting no time.
Goerri picks the serve, fires it outside. That's stopped by Arutia, and the return scores. My, oh my.
That's amazing defense.
5 points for Arutia and Nicholas. What do you say about this? You can't say anything about this.
I thought there was an easy score when he let it go, but Arutia makes maybe the catch of the day. Off the net, and then look at that angle. Splits them up from the forehand.
Wow. What a play.
Now 3 chances to win this match, and they've won 4 straight points to get it there.
Fault over serve. Goerri tipped that one. That is point set and a hard-fought match for Arutia and Nicholas, taking it 6-3 in the 3rd and final set.
2-1 lead for the Fireballs. Nicholas wins both of his doubles matches. Arutia and Nicholas now 6-3 after that win. We'll stick with doubles. Up next, go to Division 4. CRB and Eicada take on Gowanaga and Ben.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida. Only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Real money games!
Take a look at that game day score now, 2-1 in favor of the Fireballs. And they've taken down Goerri twice already. They got Division 4 up next. CRB and Eicada will take on Gowanaga and Ben. But before we get to that, of course, we will hear from Arutia and Nicholas, winners of that Division 1 matchup. Congratulations, Arutia and Nicholas. 6 wins and 3 losses playing together this season. Arutia, what's been the best part about this time with Nicholas as your partner?
Yeah, we play with Nicholas. It's cool because we have a good chemistry. He he don't miss one ball in the game. He gives the confidence at me.
Yeah.
At me, and I don't think, I'm not gonna say it's easy to play with this guy, but it's close.
Yeah, and Arutia, I mean, you guys were down in the third set, 3-1, and you won 5 straight points. What was some of the conversation? How did you get back in the match so quickly there in the end?
Yeah, we stay in the game. I missed 2 rebote, but 2 or 3. But Arta, he plays the ball really good on the wall, and when the ball is placed like this, it's really difficult to rebote. And we talk to stay concentrated in the game, to stay focused and play smart, and that's it.
Awesome,
you did
guys. Tremendous play once again, and a great day, Nicholas, as well in the backcourt. Great job, guys.
Thank you.
We got Division 4 doubles up next. CRB and Eicada ready to take on Gowanaga and Ben. CRB and Eicada, 1-5 record through their first 6 matches this season. Gowanaga and Ben, 6 matches played. They are 3-3. This is the first of 2 matchups between these Division 4 doubles teams between now and the end of the regular season. So Gowanaga and Ben, and CRB and Eicada with a couple opportunities. This is a big one here. If the Fireballs win it, they can get their 3rd win of the day and secure a tie. If the Renegades win it, 2-2 going into match 5.
Time to begin our 4th match on the game day. CRB will have the serve for the Fireballs. CRB serves. This match has begun. Rotate by CRB to the inside. Ben at the 10 line makes the catch. Here's the backhand by Eicada. Eicada, tough catch at the 10 line. Eicada on the forehand at the back wall, comes over the top. Gowanaga, great catch. Eicada reads the inside placement, stops it, passes from the forehand. First point of this match goes to Gowanaga and Ben of the Renegades.
Well, that first point was a pretty good illustration of what you're going to see. Eicada's done a lot of the work here for the Fireballs in this Division 4 team. He's tried to play a lot of these teams 1-on-2. It's just not really a successful formula. I mean, he was all the way up there, tracked down the drop shot, great defense, but again, a little out of position then on the next throw. Sneaks it by, and Gowanaga and Ben get on the board first. But Eicada's been playing so well, and again, underdogs in a lot of these matches, but CRB and Eicada have fought and played some teams tough. It's not going to be easy for Gowanaga and Ben.
Eicada down low, backhand from the 9 line. Gowanaga playing deep, has this one from the forehand. Eicada takes it on the bounce. Powerful forehand by Gowanaga. Caught. Almost caught Eicada. That's the second point for Gowanaga and Ben. Gowanaga serves.
I'll play with the sidewall there. That's all Gowanaga has to do. Send it into the corner high, cross the sidewall. If Eicada makes the catch, great. He's not going to do any damage back there. And then we haven't really seen him test CRB all too much yet. We know Gowanaga has the shots to do so, mostly to the inside when he does execute them.
Ben on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rotate 2-all for CRB. Gowanaga stops it. Carambola, read by Eicada, stopped by Eicada. Cortada by Eicada, stopped by Gowanaga. Gowanaga goes deep. Rotate for CRB. CRB makes the play. Gowanaga's there. CRB saves it. Gowanaga from the right side. Drop shot. CRB takes off. 2 bounces, it scores. 3 points for Gowanaga Ben. Gowanaga serves.
Well, CRB was kind of baiting Gowanaga into the drop shot, kind of shuffling his feet, didn't want him to know exactly where he was going to be. He threw it anyway, and it scored perfectly. Contact with the sidewall killed a bunch of the speed, and that's one of Gowanaga's go-to shots. He loves the drop shot and gets one there early.
Backhand by Eicada. Robote. Rotate forehand. Big right side by Eicada goes way back. Gowanaga. Backhand. Eicada at the back wall. Eicada will take this one on the bounce. Brings it over the top. Gowanaga stops it. Costello to pass. That shoots down and scores. 4 points for Gowanaga and Ben. Gowanaga has the serve for the Renegades.
When you throw a lot of Costados inside, you have this option now out here to pass, and you see Goerri doing it a little bit earlier in the matches, and now Gowanaga here. Once it gets by Eicada and touches the back wall, it shoots down. Great effort for Eicada, but couldn't save that one. 4-0 lead early.
A rotate forehand by CRB. Caught by Gowanaga. That scores 5 points for Gowanaga and Ben. Possible set point.
Gowanaga this season, 41 kills, and more than half of them have come off the cortadas and the drop shots. I mean, that's now his 11th cortada kill straight to the inside. I mean, 11 for 30. The percentage isn't great, but here in Division 4, a little bit higher. That's it.
Point and set for Gowanaga and Ben. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Six straight for Gowanaga and Ben. They close out that first set in a hurry. Now, another one of the teams, it's kind of a common theme where Ben is concerned, that is much better later in the year than they started at the beginning of the year. I mean, Gowanaga and Ben 0-2 heading into their March 10th match against, that would have been Echeverry and Kubala of the Devils. They won that one, and since that point, they've won 3 out of their last 4 to get to this 3-3 record. It's a team that has some experience playing together. Gowanaga and Ben, it was back in seasons like 5 through 7, I believe they played together and had some success too. Of course, Gowanaga is the leader of this team, but Ben, you know, such a great role player. I mean, will just stand back there and make catch after catch. If Gowanaga has to call him off, he's totally okay with it. You just see how well they work together. And for the Fireballs, you know, they've just kind of been surviving in a lot of these matches throughout the season. Only win came against Jairo and Bradley, and that was 6-5 in the 3rd set. So it came down to just 1 point, a point away from being 0-6. Half of their losses in straight sets, half of their losses in 3 sets. Just has not been the best season for this team, but you know how the Fireballs were constructed. They have a really solid 5th-ranked team, and therefore it suffers just a bit. And that goes back to the draft and putting together these doubles teams. That's a very significant part of the season that gets kind of overlooked at this stage once these teams start competing. And again, if CRB and Eicada lose here, then that puts a little more pressure on Loo and Stan, who are coming up a little bit later, and they'll take on Arta and Gallow. Clock winding down, all 0. CRB and Eicada will have the serve to begin set 2.
CRB serves. Our second set begins with a fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Got it.
Gowanaga picks that serve, puts it outside. Eicada! What an effort. Tremendous effort by Eicada. That ball's just short. First point of the second set goes to Gowanaga and Ben.
You just love this effort. I mean, admirable here by Eicada. Diving save to the outside. Gowanaga passes again. It doesn't leave much of a rebote. But, man, he caught the pad, which is way deeper than I thought that ball was going to travel. Still, it doesn't translate into a point. Another one early for the Renegades. 1-0 lead in this second set.
Eicada from the left side. Backhand. Caught by Gowanaga. Rebote for CRB. CRB, forehand rebote. Gowanaga makes the catch. Drop shot. Eicada stops another one. Outside placement. Kicked up and went out. That's out of play. 2 points. For Gowanaga and Ben and the Renegades. Gowanaga serves.
Yeah, surprising, Stu. I mean, you said kicked up off the front wall. That one just escaped a little bit out of Eicada's basket, and even low off the wall, you get that reaction. Straight to the outside, and yeah, CRB couldn't believe it, and we're a little bit surprised, too. Haven't seen one react like that.
Eicada to the inside. Gowanaga's there. Eicada down low. Backhand from the 9 line. Gowanaga. Midcourt. Rebote. Rebote by CRB. Floating. Caught by Gowanaga. This ball
Watch
kicks.
this, Rebote. Oh, my.
Rebote forehand save by Eicada. Gowanaga's on it. Winding up. 2-all. Scores. A third point for Gowanaga and Ben.
Well, this is the 2-wall, one of the variations here from the Costado. CRB was looking at it, asking if they should challenge, but you can see clearly dropping just inside the boundary there. Also helps with the wood, because when it touches the wood, it doesn't bounce and makes a pretty big sound. It's like a thud.
Ben on the catch. Here's the backhand. Eicada sends it deep along the wall. Powerful forehand by Gowanaga. Caught on the forehand of Eicada. Eicada from the right side. Beautiful throw. Caught again by Gowanaga.
Gowanaga's been everywhere today.
Cortada will score. 4 points for Gowanaga and Ben. Gowanaga has a serve.
Yeah, and when Gowanaga makes that catch on his forehand, he feels CRB to his right, and Eicada's behind him deep in the backcourt to his left. Leaves space open for the Cortada, simply throwing it where his opponents are not. Easy 4th point there for the Renegades.
There's the backhand by Eicada. Gowanaga moves to the 8 line to make the catch. Powerful backhand. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Eicada. Gowanaga winding up. 2-all. Stopped by CRB. CRB's Carambola will score. That's a point for CRB and Eicada. CRB serves.
Yeah, great stop that time. CRB's got a good right side if he can make that catch. Keeps it low, fires it above the pad, and Gowanaga couldn't bring that one in. First miss of the match. First point for these fireballs. Got to go on their run right here.
There's the backhand by Ben. Eicada from the 10 line. Gowanaga at the 7, left side to the back wall. Rebote for CRB. CRB on the rebote. Back to the inside. Big bounce. Will score. 2 points for CRB and Eicada. CRB serves.
Cut the lead in half. just 2 quick points. Ben hasn't been all too involved in this match, and then he gets one that bounces up in front of him. And when you leave your feet, it complicates the catch, and just tipped it. Timing was a little bit off.
Here's a backhand by Ben. CRB, forehand rebote. Gowanaga makes the catch. Drop shot.
Oh, got it.
Scores. A 5th point for Gowanaga and Ben. Possible set, possible match point.
Yeah, CRB got faked out right there. He thought a carom was coming, so he darted to the outside, which left the inside front part of the court just so exposed. I mean, that's exactly where Gowanaga likes to attack, and they're just playing right into his hand here. Now just one more to close out this match for the Renegades and tie up the game day.
Eicada will take this deep on the forehand. Powerful right side. Gowanaga all the way back to the 8 line. Oh, good effort by Eicada. That ball is tipped. Point set and match in straight sets for Gowanaga and Ben, winning at 6-0, 6-2.
Yeah, dominant win there for the Renegades, and a good sign. Gowanaga and Ben will be playing the last 3 game days for these Renegades as well. Now hitting their stride, 4-3 in the regular season. 2 matches remain. We got Division 5 doubles next. Loo and Stan will take on Arta and Gallow. Let's check out some replays from match number 4. And it was a lot of shot making here from Gowanaga. Drop shot there to the inside. Scores.
CRB's fast, too. Good drop shot.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a dangerous team to throw those on with Eicada charging and CRB's quickness, but Gowanaga had the confidence all day long, and this one to pass.
Just
once you draw them up, easy to throw it over their head, and then rebote opens up.
Great effort here by Eicada.
I mean, that's as much as you're going to get on it. And right in the O in World. Catch here up on the costado, left side, shoulder level. That's where you can throw the 2-wall. Lands just in there. Gowanaga this time from deep in the backcourt. You see how far outside CRB is. Eicada's the only hope. Just can't get there. Gowanaga goes high this time into the corner, trying to pass. Eicada doesn't want to let him pass. And the ball's dropped. Same result. Ends it 6-0, 6-2 in the Renegades' favor. And look how close the standings are, and look at this game day, Stu. All tied up now, 2-2 through the first 4, which means this match right here worth half of a point, because whoever wins it will secure at least a tie for their team. Of course, before we go on to that Division 5 match, we're going to hear from our winners, Gowanaga and Ben. Another team that I'm sure the Renegades are pretty happy that this team is playing late in the season, or majority of their matches later in the year. Gowanaga and Ben figuring it out. Looks so good there. And we're going to hear from them live in the cage right about now. Congratulations, guys. Gowanaga and Ben now 4-3 with a dominant straight set win there. I mean, you guys have a bunch of matches from now to the end of the season, Ben. How happy are you that this is the time where you and Gowanaga are getting the opportunity for your team?
I'm very happy. You know, we starting to click. You know, it was a little bit tough at the beginning, but I think we're finding our stride. So, and the team needs it. So that's all that really matters, is to come through for our team.
Awesome, guys. Very well played there. Congratulations. See what happens in these last 2. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gowanaga with a singles match against Arutia, but first, Loo and Stan will take on Arta and Gallow. Loo and Stan, best record in Division 5, 6-2 so far this season. Arta and Gallow not too far behind, one of the better teams in Division as well. They're just 4-3 though. These two matched up earlier in the season. That was back on February 12th, was the first game day between the Renegades and Fireballs, and Loo and Stan did win that match in straight sets. Obviously, almost 2 months from that point, so these teams have changed a lot. Loo and Stan really for the better, though. Arta and Gallow as well. We'll see what happens here in the rematch. There's the serve.
Gallow takes the serve, returns it with the right side. Here's Stan. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Arta. Lalu moves in. That's a tough catch at the side wall. Gallow in the backcourt. Gallow high and hard from the left side. Rebote saved by Lalu. Wonky bounce. Gallow saves it. Rebote forehand by Arta. Caught by Lalu. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Rebote to the forehand of Arta. Caught by Lalu.
Oh, watch out. Oh, that's
That
out.
lands out.
Ooh, what a break.
First point of this match goes to the Renegades, Arta and Gallow.
Well, a couple things on that throw. Number one, Lalu had both Renegades trapped to the inside, so the 2-all was wide open. He complicates it by trying to pass, and then it escapes, so he gets that bounce, kicking it to the outside of the court, and it didn't even stay in.
Stan on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand. Stands there. Rebote left side. Stan moving quickly to get out there. Makes the catch and the return. Here's Gallow. Fine catch. Forehand. Stan from the 8 line on the inside. Gallow now from the 9 line. Keeps it along the wall. Stands there. Lalu calls for the rebote. It's a 2-all. Does not open. It's stopped on the forehand of Arta. Cortada by Arta. Scores. 2 points for Arta and Gallow. Arta serves.
Arta and Gallow coming into this one, winners of their last 2, and both of them in straight sets. 6-2, 6-3, 6-3, 6-5. So this is a team coming in great form. And how about Arta standing all day in the backcourt? Now he's got to go up to the front, playing a totally different role. And he's played great all day long, too. I mean,
yes,
even in
he
those
has.
losses, it's been some of the best you can. Oh, what a save. That's it.
This ball is still in play. Lalu moves up on it. Cortada scores. Lalu and Stan on the board with a point. Lalu has the serve.
Well, that's what Lalu was doing in the first match. Powering that right side, low and hard when he can. Look at that save. Across the sidewall late, and he still had the concentration to get it up there. But, I mean, you're just feeding Lalu's right side. Beats him into the sidewall, crosses, and it scores.
Gallow from the forehand. Lalu plays deep. Lalu powerfully looking to pass. Oh, what a catch by Gallow. Arta takes it in the air, winds up. Costello 2-all. Opening and scoring. Beautifully executed by Arta. 3 points for Arta. And Gallow. Arta serves.
But love that shot, number one, because it opens up and scores. But number two, also mentally, what's it going to do? It's going to keep Lalu more to the outside. He's going to be worried about that. He's trying to compensate with his positioning because Stan has had some difficulties this year, so he's inside and deep. That'll push him the opposite way.
That serve is an ace for Arta. 4 points and the serve for the Renegades.
Not the guy you want to see in a matchup like this. He's got too many tricks, too many shots, too much variety. He's a very balanced player, and he can catch, too. I mean, probably one of the tougher matchups Lalu's going to face up here in the front court outside of Benny.
Stan on the backhand. Caught by Gallow. Here's the backhand by Lalu, powerfully thrown, caught by Gallow on the right side. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 5 points for Arta and Gallow. Possible set point.
That is a perfect throw to a 5 or 6 ranked backcourter, high into the corner, crossing the sidewall on the way down, and just let Stan beat you back there. I mean, even if he makes that catch, he's just throwing a backhand in play to keep it going. Smart play by the Renegades. 5-1 lead early. See if they can close it right here.
Catch by Arta. Placement inside, thrown perfectly to score. Point and set to Arta and Gallow. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out, player second set.
And not a great sign for the Fireballs, too, on that last point. Well, Arta gets it on the costado for the second time while Lou breaks to the net. And look at where Stan is. I mean, he's back at the 10 line. You just... I mean, what do you do there? I mean, you got to communicate, you got to talk, but that's why it's very difficult to play this 1-on-2 that we talk about, especially against a guy with the variety in the shots from Arta. I mean, he can mix it up and simply just throw the ball where you're not. Inside placement right there. I mean, could have scored on the 3rd or 4th bounce. And Gallow, too. Tremendous play in the backcourt as well. Very solid, making really every catch that came his way. Arta's had a great day today. Sometimes you get too focused on results, you know, in life, in sport, and anything, Stu. It's like, well, what happened? Did I win? Did I lose? Arta's really done everything that he could in the 2 matches in the backcourt. I mean, as a 4th-ranked player subbing up in Division I, first of all, as we said earlier, I don't think many guys can do that. But to do it effectively and be going ball for ball with Nicholas, ball for ball with Manu as he did last game day, it's pretty impressive. And then he goes out here in the front court and cuts you up with a 2-wall and then beats you inside on the next one. So much versatility for Arta, and that's what makes him such a great player in this rank.
Be curious to see what version of Lalu we get coming out now.
Very curious, because I think he's going to try to be as aggressive as possible, but against the shot maker in Arta, you know, that could very well backfire. But Lalu's got the power and the tools to keep these Renegades on their toes, and he's just got to do it in the second set. He's going to open it up. Just a matter of how effectively it will be done.
Ready to begin our second set. Lalu has the serve for the Fireballs.
And the last loss for Lalu and Stan was, I mean, that was back on March 24th. Straight sets to Eggy and Julian.
Powerful serve.
Start, though.
Will score. Lalu and Stan on the board first. Lalu serves.
I mean, it's coming right to Arta's forehand. It's basically like a catch to his right side. He had a great opportunity to kill it if he made the play, but just tipped it. Oh, he serves hard.
2 bounces ruled before the catch was made. A second point for Lalu and Stan.
I think that was a good call. Heard just a little click before Gallow made the catch, and I think that was the second bounce.
There's a catch by Gallow. Lalu calls for the rebote. Plays it. Arta has it. Backhand powerfully thrown. Lalu makes the save. Back to the inside it goes. Gallow's there. Stan keeps it on the left side. Arta calls for it.
Oh, my. Oh,
what
my
a
goodness.
shot.
Yeah, it's... My goodness, Stu. Going down to the ground, 2-wall rebote. Look at where this opens up. At the 1 line? Yeah. That's pretty nasty, Arta. What a shot. Cuts the lead in half. First one for the Renegades in this set.
Stan on the catch. Here's the backhand. Gallow. Gallow now from the 9 line. Rebote by Arta. Off the tip of Lalou's cesta, it goes. 2-2 in the second set. Arta serves.
Yeah, that's a difficult catch, but one that Loo is going to go for in Division 5. You know, when he can get his hands on the ball, he's going to go for it, try to make a play. You might see some more difficult catches and a few more misses, but, you know, that's kind of the balance playing as a higher-ranked player in Division 5.
Gallow on the catch. Into the backcourt, the return goes. Here's Stan. Rebote saved by Arta. Lalou will keep it on the right side. Forehand. Beautifully thrown by Lalou to score. 3 points for Lalou and Stan. Lalou serves.
And really couldn't have placed that ball any better.
Perfect positioning. Yeah.
Just perfect placement. Gallow is trying to pick that ball off the sidewall. He moved up on it to try to make the catch easier, and there was just nothing easy about it.
Arta picks the serve, sends it back. Catch by Stan. Nice backhand, rebote for Arta. Lalou follows it, makes the catch on the backhand. Powerful backhand follows. Gallow. Back kicks up and hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. 4 points for Lalou and Stan. The fireballs, Lalou serves.
Well, that screen's been a big problem for this Arta Gallow team this year. Now their 9th error up in the overhead screen alone. It's over 1 per match.
In and out of the basket, that ball goes. 5 points, possible set point. That was a bullet. I mean,
it
just
was
absolute bullet.
And right at his feet, too. So, again, if he's trying to make that catch and pick it off, he got no shot. And one that you probably would juggle more times than not, too. Oh, well,
Ace. Point and set for Lalou and Stan. We'll move on to a third and final set in just 2 minutes. I don't know what a stet is. It might be something.
Our third set is coming up here. And it's a huge one, another critical one on this game day. It's 2-2. Whoever wins this set will secure half a point for their team. And whoever loses, well, they'll have a chance in the next match to tie this game day. I was looking at the, so I think it was Tuesday's game day. I was talking about game days like this, when it's 2-2 or 3-2, like how do players perform in clutch matches? The Renegades so far this season have really struggled. They've played 13 matches that qualify here, so the game day score either 2-2 or 3-2 in favor of one of the teams. The Renegades in those 13 matches are just 5-8, the second lowest winning percentage of any one of the 6 teams in Battle Court. The only one that's lower, that has struggled even more in these situations, have been the Cyclones. 4 of 13. I mean, 4-9 in their 13 opportunities for the Cyclones. You flip over to the Fireballs, well, they're 7-6 in these opportunities. Lalou and Stan converted 1 win over Williams and Cabrera in this spot, and Lalou added another one with Nicholas. So Lalou's very comfortable playing in these positions. And very simply, with the game day score 2-2, and this is how I look at it this way. This match is worth half a point because whoever wins it will get to 3. That's half a point. Then the next match, whoever wins that, that's also worth half a point. If the same team wins it, well, they get a full point in the standings. If they split, you get a 3-3 tie.
What folks can't see is that Andrew was using crayons to make that point to me.
I do have a lot of colors in here, Stu. I had to color coordinate it. And if you're wondering, the best team in the clutch this year has been the Chargers. 11-7 in those matches.
Clutch. Okay.
A match simply that's worth points, either half a point. And here we are, third set to decide it. Arta Gallow with the serve.
Arta serves. Our third set has begun. Here's the backhand to Gallow. He makes the catch. Rote forehand. Lalou makes the catch. Lalou playing deep, backhand, powerfully thrown. Gallow's there at the 10 line. Passes. Stan takes it in the air. Lalu moves into the sidewall, makes a fine catch. Hard backhand, goes to the forehand of Arta. Difficult catch made by Stan. Rebote by Arta. Back to the inside. That ball takes off, hits the overhead screen. First point of the decisive third set goes to Lalu and Stan.
Yeah, Eddie, for Gallow, I mean, I understand you don't want to float one to Lalu, but also you can't give a point away either. I mean, too many unforced errors. And really, I mean, if you're the Renegades, if you just play these guys straight up and just play Jai-Alai 2-on-2, they probably have the edge, but they're playing right into Lalu's hand. But Arta's got this serve. Good drop shot.
Arta with the drop shot that scores. 1-1. Arta serves the Renegades.
Yeah, and the biggest problem for the Renegades is getting past the serve. Check that box right there. Made the stop. Threw a good drop shot. Now let's see how they go on through the rest of this set. Yeah, contact opened it up.
Stan on the catch. Here's the backhand to the inside. Gallow's there. Rebote forehand, powerfully thrown. Gallow with the catch.
Tough one.
That ball not coming out.
No, and Stan was right.
2 points for Arta and Gallow. Arta serves.
You know, Lalu called him off. You could hear that very clearly, and Stan put his hands out to him after. He's like, look, man, I'm here. I know if it's going to drop in. That ball was just, I mean, that's the chick-chack. That's what he's trying to protect back there.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
I understand it's a difficult catch for Stan, but would you rather him go for it or not even get a chance at the rebote?
Rebote, left side by Arta. Stan on the catch, backhand from the 9 line. That will pass. Arta on the rebote. Lalu makes the catch. Powerful backhand to the inside, dropping. Gallow makes the save.
That's a good one.
Difficult ball coming off the side wall will score. A third point for Arta and Gallow. Arta serves.
Great rebote there. I mean, it was coming in high. It was crossing the sidewall on the way down. Everything you want to see to make that catch difficult. And even Lalu has been great there today, but just dropped one.
The ace from Arta will score 4 points. For Arta and Gallow, Arta serves.
And I think Lalu thought about scooping that serve. It came right to his forehand. He got out of the way, and when he did, Stan was not going to get there before the second bounce in the backcourt.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Lalu is thinking about taking this serve if he can. Look at where he's positioned, right at the front of the service box here. Arta's been testing the front
The second
of that
serve,
line.
absolutely.
Yeah, look at his foot. He's behind the line, but I mean he is almost as close as he could be. But just gonna cross and get it in.
There's the backhand by Stan. Arta reaches up, backhand from the 7 line. Arta again plays this one deep. Stands there.
Oh, that was close. Just cleared.
Rebote forehand. Lalu makes the catch. Lalu powerfully to the inside. That will score. 2 points for Lalu and Stan. Loo serves. Just keep it on
forehands.
Loo's right side. I mean, just
Cross the sidewall, get it to Gallow there in the backcourt. That was the same type of throw where he just placed it perfectly.
we always recognize that Loo has that extra oomph.
And now back to this serve here. You know, if you're the Renegades, a little bit nervous. That's where the Fireballs have gotten a majority of their points, and Loo this season is, you know, first in aces, over 15 now.
Ball tipped at the side wall. That's a 5th point for Arta and Gallow in the 3rd set. Possible match point.
I'll tell you what, Stu, Gallow's gotten beat on 2 missed catches here in the backcourt, but he's made up for it with 1 rebote and that one right on the side wall. Again, he's even now, missed 2, scored 2, and here we are up 5-2 with a chance to win this match for the Renegades and secure a tie. With Goerri losing twice, a chance to get some points today, that's big.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
And a chance to knock off the best team in this Division II in Loo and Stan. Stan telling him right now, I need this point.
Loo picks a serve and scores.
Almost.
3 points for Loo and Stan. Loo takes over the serve for the Fireballs. It is still possible match point for the Renegades. Arta and Gallow.
And Stan coming up to Loo, hand on his shoulder, talking with him as he's going to serve. Take a look at this drop shot. Arta was committed. Yeah, and right off the tip, he got there. But that's great teamwork by Stan. Great partner, just trying to calm him down because he understands, look, if we're going to win this match, Loo's going to have to get it done and make some plays. And it can start right here off
Arta
the serve.
picks a serve. That lands in and scores.
A smart shot by Arta.
Point set and match for Arta and Gallow, taking it in the 3rd set, 6-3.
What a big win there for the Renegades. How smart was this one, Stu? And Arta really deserved it for how hard he worked today. A carambola. He knew Loo was getting back inside, and that's how you counter it. 6-3 in the 3rd set. Arta and Gallow win it and get at least half a point for their Renegades today. See what happens in the finale. Up next, Arutia against Gowanaga.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Goerri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an
by
amazing
Douglas.
catch.
Goerri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
Joined there by our winners, Arta and Gallow. Congratulations, guys. Interesting match. I mean, back and forth through the first 2 sets, and then you guys dominated set number 3. How are you able to close it out there in the end, Gallow?
I mean, he looked a little tired. I don't know why, but so I put him on my shoulders. I carried him.
As is
What?
usually the case. I mean, Arta.
You can't sell that.
No, well, Arta.
Give the microphone to Arta.
Please, just
Arta.
pass it over. Arta, Stu and I were saying all day, even in a losing effort, your catching was phenomenal, playing so well to keep her team in it, but you had to flush it and come out here with points on the line. What was your mindset stepping out there in the front court in this match?
Keep focused. The 2 games I played with Goerri, they were really good games. I mean, there was nothing drama about that game, just the result. So try to keep playing the same way and stay focused.
Awesome, guys. Really well played there. Now 5-3 on the year, and you secured half a point. We'll see if Gowanaga can get the full one up next. Thank you.
Thank you, Gallo.
Go Renegades. Shoulder.
Yeah, maybe Ben will have to massage his shoulder a little bit after that. I'm
Man,
sure.
Gallow, wow. Has a bridge to sell you that connects Manhattan to Brooklyn.
Well, you see that game day score 3-2 in favor of the Renegades. And let's see what happens in this finale. It will be Arutia for the Fireballs, Gowanaga for the Renegades. At the game day on the line. Arutia 3-1 so far this season in singles. Gowanaga, a little bit of a struggle for him this year. He's just 1-3. So this will be the 5th and final match for both players. They did play each other one time previously in the history of Battle Court. That was last season, and Gowanaga did win that match in 3 sets. Different court, different type of players out here, but this would be a huge spot for Gowanaga to get his 2nd singles win and win the game day for his team. And same situation for Arutia. If he wins this match, game day will end in a 3-3 tie. Arutia's got the serve, and we're ready to begin.
Arutia serves, we begin. There's the backhand, powerfully thrown, Rebote. Going way out. Arutia's with it, to the inside it goes, and scores. First point for Arutia of the Fireballs. He serves.
And Fireballs
That's a pretty fast point.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he just rifled that Costado. I mean, just hard, right up the middle. It wasn't so much the positioning of the catch, it was just how fast it came up on Gowanaga. But if you're the Fireballs, probably happiest to send out Arutia of any one of your 5 singles players. He's been the best record-wise, and he is just a blur when he's on.
Rebote to the inside where it scores. 2 points for Arutia. He serves.
And Gowanaga had so much threat and fear of the 2-wall and the shot making to the outside, so he leaves that inside wide open. And Arutia is just finding the space. Like packed house in that cage back there. I wonder how you get tickets.
Rebote forehand by Arutia. Goes off the tip of Gowanaga Cesta. That's a 3rd point. And the serve for Arutia, the Fireballs.
Well, they don't sell tickets for that. I believe that there's
You're the guy to ask.
Well, I believe that there's a rule, but I have to check.
I think only the captain is allowed to be in the player's cage. That may have changed since we made the move. I don't know.
Maybe some co-captain situation there with the Renegades.
4 co-captains on every team? Yeah, it sounds great, Andrew. That's what Andrew approaches everything. There's the backhand by Arutia.
I'm throwing him a life raft.
Arutia, fine catch. Powerful backhand, a little too powerful. That took off and hit the overhead screen. A point for Gowanaga. He takes over the serve for the Renegades.
Yeah, Arutia was just firing and opening it up as much as possible the first couple points. That time backfiring on the backhand. A little too much risk, kicks up, and in that overhead screen.
Arutia will keep this on the forehand. Powerful right side. Great catch by Gowanaga. Arutia 2-all, stopped by Gowanaga. Excellent catch by Arutia. Followed that well. Excellent positioning by Gowanaga. Backhand. Catch by Gowanaga. Forehand Rebote, up high. Gowanaga makes the play. Scoop attempt goes off the tip of the cesta. 2 points for Gowanaga. He serves.
Yeah, fortunate for Gowanaga, able to get that point after Arutia made a great defensive save on his high carambola. You never want to float the ball in the air to allow Arutia to use his foot speed and get there. I mean, he seemed like a difficult catch off the throw, but he was there in plenty of time, made the catch, a couple more throws, but in the end, Gowanaga closes it out, gets his 2nd, with a chance to tie it up right here.
Powerful backhand by Arutia, dropping. Rebote. Just a catch by Arutia. Powerful forehand, will score. 4 points for Arutia of the Fireballs. He serves.
Just throws that ball so hard as it crosses the side wall. I mean, what do? You got to get in position and either catch that one in the air or be prepared to make probably the best scoop of your life here. He winds it up.
When Arutia's been flawless out
height,
on the outside of the court today against Goerri.
Yeah. All the fireballs. I mean, wary of the shot making of the Renegades, and they've answered.
Good catch by Gowanaga. Arutia commits to the backcourt. Here's the backhand. Gowanaga makes the catch. Backhand to the inside. Arutia with the ball at the 9 line. Big backhand. Mr. Bote is coming out. Gowanaga. 2-all by Arutia will score. 5 points. Possible set point.
Beautiful 2-all there. That's the shot that you work everything off of. If you have a good Costado 2-all, that's kind of the beginnings of a great singles player. Got to force your opponent to cover all the way out to the net, and then you can play inside, you can pass, you can throw drop shots, whatever you want from there, but the 2-all is a prerequisite to all of that. That was thrown beautifully.
Fault. Over serve. Second serve must be good. Double fault. 3 points for Gowanaga.
Wow. Yeah, it's got to be a new basket again. 2 double faults now. 1 in doubles, 1 here in singles, and untimely. When you get it in doubles with a guy standing in the box, in singles, less excusable. Oh, and then drops
That ball
serve.
is in and out of Arutia's cesta. 4 points for Gowanaga. Still possible set point for Arutia.
Yeah, and he's just got to shake it off now.
Arutia has not been able to shake off the double fault. That's the problem. We've been seeing him make those catches all day long, no problem. That's how easy it is to lose your focus.
Just 1 second.
Powerful backhand. Will pass. Rotate forehand.
Oh, that's a good.
Arutia, tough catch there on the left side.
Good rebote, better catch by Arutia.
Robote to the forehand. That's going to pass. Excellent catch. 2-all, rifled, stopped by Gowanaga. That's perfect court positioning by Arutia. Gowanaga gets into position, forehand to pass. Robote to the right side of Gowanaga. Gowanaga passes.
Looking for it. And scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 5-5. This is set point.
Yeah, and Gowanaga doesn't like to throw a lot of 2-alls. When he gets it on the Costado, he's mostly to the inside or passing like this. It draws Arutia up in singles, get it over his head, and then that one hit the cage. He was in position, but once it hits the cage, point's over. Of course, it has to land in first. Five, just how we started the day. To decide our first set winner in the last match.
Arutia from the forehand. Powerful right side. Tipped. Point and set for Arutia of the Fireballs. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our next set.
Yeah, off the serve. It's that first throw. You have to make that catch in the air. Once you commit to the backcourt, got to make the play or get out there for the rebote early. Gowanaga committed, just dropped it. That's how Arutia wins it, 6-5. Nicholas coming back over to the bench there, talking with him, talking through some strategy as they look towards set 2. Arutia has not had a clutch opportunity in singles. He's had a couple in doubles. He and Eicada took down Douglas and Cabrera. Eicada also took down Zuleika and Julin, and he and Nicholas beat Echeverry and Aratz, all those matches 4 points at the end of the game day. So this is very familiar, and Arutia is the guy you want out here. I mean, the leader of this team, the top-ranked front quarter. He's got all the skills you want. And his catching on the left side, we see it every day, Stu, but it's still just it's just a little bit different and how he stops the ball and makes those tough catches.
It's true. The power that he generates.
Yeah.
Both sides.
And good for Gowanaga, too. I mean, the way he stuck in that set.
Maintained
like
his
it was
composure, came back beautifully. Yeah.
Looked like it was going to be all Arutia. It was up 5-2, came back, tied it at 5-5, came down to 1 point, and one throw later, Arutia closed it out. Just about ready to get our second set started, and these guys are eager to get it going. Got a win here for Arutia. Game day ends in a tie. Win here by Gowanaga. The Renegades win the day. He's going to have to win these next 2 sets for the Renegades' 4th win and that full point in the standings. Gowanaga's got the serve. Judges making their way out there. Set 2, about ready to begin.
Ready to begin our second set. Gowanaga has the serve for the Renegades. There's the serve. Our second set has begun. Big backhand by Arutia. Gowanaga. High and hard of the back wall. Powerful forehand rebote, a little too powerful. That took off and hit the overhead screen. First point of the second set goes to Gowanaga.
And you just can't rear back and fire these rebotes and let it go without any regard for when it's going to kick up. We've seen it all season long. You just have to have a little bit of control. And when you don't, it's going up in the screen. Gowanaga will take it on the board first.
Powerful forehand. This one caught by Gowanaga. Backhand. To the rebote. Rebote forehand. Rebote forehand save. Going to the side wall. Gowanaga makes the catch. Back to the inside it goes. The second point for Gowanaga. He serves.
And even with his foot speed, if you stumble a little bit, you just can't recover. That one wasn't even so close to the side wall. It was just powered in by Gowanaga. Yeah, lost his footing there. Goes for a one-handed catch and just sneaks by. But if you're Arutia, think about this. Gowanaga's thrown a bunch of costados, probably 10 plus. None of them have gone to the outside. He's gone to pass, and he's gone to the inside mostly. So if he can back up and start to get a read on these and not commit so hard to the 2-wall, could work out a little bit better for him. We'll see.
Tremendous serve and a fine catch by Arutia. Chick, check, scores for Gowanaga. 3 points and a serve.
Can't protect against that, though. Touches the floor right into the back wall, hits it low, and that ball is dead. 3-0. Gowanaga in control of this set.
That serve is an ace. A 4th point for Gowanaga.
Every ball that crosses the sidewall comes off a little bit differently. That one more of an angle, ate him up and just dropped it.
Arutia on the catch. Powerful backhand. At the side wall, Gowanaga makes the play. Difficult rebote. This one saved. Floater. Gowanaga has it. Inside placement scores. A 5th point for Gowanaga. The Renegades. He serves.
And again, commits hard to the 2-wall. Inside is wide open. You know, it's like in basketball. If a guy's right-hand dominant, you're just letting Gowanaga go to his right side, his preferred side. You got to make him throw something that is a little bit uncomfortable, something that he doesn't want to do, but you're playing right into his hand if you're Arutia, and you can see the result, 5-0. 5 pretty uncontested points, too.
Excellent catch by Arutia. Powerful backhand. Caught by Gowanaga. Arutia on the catch. Costello high and inside, and Gowanaga's there. 2-all. Caught by Arutia. Arutia passes. Almost. Gowanaga got assist on it. There'll be no shutout in the second set. Arutia has a point and the serve.
And why do I say that too? Well, it plays into Arutia's strengths too. He's quick, he reads the ball so well, and he can track these down on the net pretty easily. So again, if you're going to bait him into a throw, he makes that catch and he gets himself in a pretty good chance to kill it, which he does.
Rebote to the outside, stopped by Arutia. Arutia passing and scoring.
Got it again.
2 points for Arutia. Gowanaga with 5. Possible set point. Arutia serves.
Such a difficult catch, and especially if you have to reach back behind you to control that one as it's crossing the sidewall. We see difficulty when the guys have it lined up.
Backhand by Gowanaga. Caught by Arutia. Powerful backhand. Stays along that side wall. Rebote forehand. This one caught in the air by Arutia. Another backhand. Ball tipped. A third point for Arutia of the fireballs. Gowanaga with 5. Arutia serves.
Well, countering Gowanaga's aggressive positioning with just floating things into the corner. They're, I mean, maybe a fraction, an inch or two out of reach. He's trying, and now 3 in a row that have been missed. Gowanaga with a comeback in the first set. Now Arutia in set 2. That is dead. What
That's
an
a
ace.
Cortada serve. That scores. An ace. 4 points for Arutia.
Wow, very quickly, 4 straight points. Starting to get interesting. Another good serve.
There's the backhand. Arutia committed to making that catch. Arutia follows that to the back wall. Backhand, trying to pass. Gowanaga has it on the right side. Arutia, great catch at the 10 line. Here's the backhand. Gowanaga, left side to the inside. Rebote to the inside. Great catch by Gowanaga. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote comes to the inside. Gowanaga has it on the forehand. Caught by Arutia. Backhand. Gowanaga again from the 8 line. At the side wall, Arutia is there. Rebote to the inside will score. We're at 5-5 in the second set. So, if Arutia of the Fireballs wins this, we will be finished with this match and the game day. If Gowanaga wins this, we'll move on to a third and final set.
Exactly how the game day started, Stu. 6-5, 5-5. Boy, these game days have been close. Half a point on the line right here for Arutia. Gowanaga just hopes that he can get it to a third set.
Powerful serve, caught by Gowanaga. Big backhand. Rebote does not pass. It's caught by Gowanaga. Gowanaga plays it high. Arutia to the inside. Scoop by Gowanaga. Arutia takes it on the forehand.
That escaped.
That's in play. Arutia gets there. Drop shot will score. Point set and match for Arutia, taking it in straight sets. A hotly contested match, 6-5, 6-5.
And the game day ends in a 3-3 tie. We'll hear from Arutia after that win in just a few moments. Let's take a look at that replay, though. Look at him. He's charging, gets up there, Sees Gowanaga take a step back, a sign to throw the drop shot, and it scores easily for the win. 6 in a row for Arutia and ends that in straight sets.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida, only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Game day score ending in a 3-3 tie. And you see how that affects our standing. Renegades and Fireballs both moving up. We'll take a look at those full standings after we catch up with Arutia over here in the cage. Arutia, 6 straight points there to end that in straight sets. What was the key to that comeback?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm tired. But it was difficult because the second set I play really bad, and this level, if you don't pass, you can lose. You can lose the game like this. But I stay focused. EHA speak with me to pace, to stay chill, and that's it. It was the head, and that's it.
Awesome, Arutia. Very well playing, and you got your team half a point. Congratulations. Let's take a look at those standings and see how that win for Arutia affects it. And there you see the Renegades and Fireballs both moving up, now tied for second place. And you got the Warriors now in that final playoff spot with the Cyclones and Devils on the outside looking in. That's going to do it for us today, folks. Another great game day. We're going to be in action tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at Jam Arena. Hope to see you join us live.